Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue Cool.
Our sports update deliverer, the Cool.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid?
You might be honest.
All right, here's what's going on in the Nest.
All right, we're going into the weekend. Of course, the Oilers with a chance to clinch a playoff spot tomorrow. They will be facing the Los Angeles Kings in a matinee, 2 o'clock Mountain. We will have the GCL Diesel Oil Street pregame show hosted by Tom Gazzola at 1 o'clock. He's going to be live from BP Westgate for pre and post, so that'll be fun. Can tell you this, the Oilers just wrapping up practice a little while ago, just following some of the people on X who are with the team, notably Tony Brar and Bob Stauffer. Connor Ingram skated today, so that's good.
Full participants.
Knoblauch did not name who will start in goal tomorrow. I would guess it would be Ingram, but I suppose we'll see. So that's the good. The good news is that Ingram was on the ice. The bad news is that Jason Dickinson did not practice today. And Knoblauch said that he is not available for the game tomorrow, and Knoblauch gave no timeline for his injury. So, as we know, the timelines given out sometimes have not been the most accurate in the world. But nonetheless, this is not great that Dickinson's out. And you would have loved to hear, well, he just needs a game or two. The fact, I don't know, Jay, maybe I'm being overly pessimistic about it. By the way, he's Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins. Thanks for joining us. The fact that he's not giving a timeline makes me a little concerned.
Yes, I agree.
Now, I know it's playoffs coming up, secrecy, all that kind of stuff, but he didn't skate. Coach doesn't give a timeline. It's kind of like, I don't know. Makes me think something could be up, and they just don't want to say too much.
Well, how did it all unfold when Leon Draisaitl got injured? Because I think it was, we'll update you when we know more, and then later that day it was he's out for the rest of the regular season.
Right.
So, yeah, I would say no information is probably not good news.
Yeah, sometimes we say no news is good news. I'm not sure that's... Well, the news is he didn't skate. That's significant. And the news is he's not playing tomorrow. Now, maybe it's something that isn't too bad. I guess the flip side of that is maybe it's not too bad, and they're thinking, okay, like we're a point away from clinching here, and maybe he just sits out the final 3 games. We're fine, and he's back strong for the playoffs. But I don't know. For Draisaitl, we got something maybe not precise, but we got something more precise. Mm-hmm. We at least heard, well, he's out for the rest of the regular season, and then we've heard the updates since then. He's probably going to come back during the first round. Hyman, all along, it's been he wasn't going to travel on this road trip. He'll play one or both of the final 2 games here coming up on Monday and Thursday. For Dickinson, no update. It makes me a little concerned.
I agree.
But we should get, we'll try to get you the audio here. Well, we will get you the audio from Kris Knoblauch a little bit later on. Usually we have it edited, but he's kind of just been speaking here, so we don't have it quite yet. But that's the latest from the Oilers. They skated today, and Jason Dickinson not on the ice, not available for tomorrow's game. Connor Ingram, goaltender, was on the ice. Knoblauch did not name the starter for the game. So the lines are kind of a little different looking without Dickinson, without Draisaitl, without Hyman. You had McDavid still with Podkolzin and Savoy. Nugent-Hopkins with Jones and Kapanen. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't understand these lines. As we all know.
Or is it just 2 guys we don't understand why they're where they are?
Roslovic and Jones?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. Do you not feel like those 2 could be flipped?
Yes.
So maybe they will come game time tomorrow. As like I said, as we all know,
yeah,
these lines they're certainly not set in stone.
Yeah.
So Szymanski's taking up the role of Dickinson. I don't mind that. I think that's kind of the next best option for the needs of that line.
Right.
To remain to be that pest, the rugged line, the team that's going to be the line that's going to be physical.
Yeah,
I don't mind that. But yeah, Roslovic and Jones, I would imagine, Reid, come game time,
you would think
that is flipped.
Well, Roslovic had a bit of a tough night against the Mammoth, but he was pretty good against the Sharks. So that could just be a bit of a misdirection. So we'll see tomorrow. Oilers and Kings. Tomorrow we'll have plenty more in the Oil Understood. We'll keep previewing the game, talking about some other NHL storylines throughout the course of the show. Golf going on. Can we get it on the TV?
Yeah, I'm working. Is it on?
I think it was shut off. My mistake.
There it
is. Oh, that nice screen that came up. 5 minutes after 3. This is Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. We appreciate you tuning in this afternoon. Maybe you have us on iHeartRadio or TuneIn Radio. Thank you for getting us on those audio streaming apps. If you have us on YouTube, then you are using the good old Edmonton Sports Talk channel. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And also, give the show a thumbs up.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
And once you've clicked the thumbs up button, then click the share button.
Do you believe in life after love?
Go link off to somebody else via email or text and get them involved. If you'd like to reach us this afternoon, you can text 780-218-9999. I've heard that's become quite a popular form of communication. Quite prevalent, some would say. Texting, yes.
Yes.
When you're texting us, you're using the afternoon inbox presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. 50% off the entire menu at Tap 25. The entire menu, 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. Incredible deal. rivercreeresort.com. You can email j@edmontonsportstalk.com, reid@edmontonsportstalk.com. We often get some of your humorous limericks sent to those email addresses. Do we want a theme for the limericks today? I mean, people can really send in whatever they want, but
well, maybe Masters. We're heading into the Masters.
More
weekend.
Masters
Golf,
stuff? Sure.
Masters, something related to that.
okay.
Sure.
So your Masters-related limericks can come in, and you can also post in the nasty chat on YouTube. I mentioned YouTube, all the other stuff going on there, so you can chat with us and with each other. There is something in there already, Jay, from Sobykirk. Tuned in to see more of Jay's legs. Silly desk. What is that all about?
Oh, I'm wearing shorts today, Reid.
Yes, I've noticed. And Sobykirk wants to see your legs. What's the appeal? Those Canada West those 3-time All-Canadian legs.
Those hogs.
Forget about Canada
appeal.
West.
Yeah, that's the appeal.
Yeah.
I know what butters my bread.
You're all buttered up.
No, I wore them on the Hangout this morning, which was talk about meandering, Reid. I know we liked meandering.
Yeah, I heard bits and pieces of the Hangout. It was all over the map.
We ended up with tinfoil hats on.
I saw that. Now, Matthew didn't wear one, did he?
He has enough product.
Eric joined mid-show.
Matthew has enough product in his hair. He was safe.
To keep the alien radio waves out? Or what waves were you blocking specifically? Just anything that could corrupt your free thinking?
We were talking really openly about a lot of things you generally don't talk about. So it was more protection for ourselves, Reid.
Right. You don't want to have somebody alter your mind.
No. What if somebody tried getting into our thoughts and using us like a robot?
That's the last thing you needed. You don't want to be manipulated. You have your own brain.
That's right. I'd like to keep it that way.
Yeah, you're keeping your brain just how it is.
Heck yeah. For better or worse.
Yeah, that's a good point. On Tuesday, we have Bids for Kids. This is a kids sport event. We're proud to be partnered with it. We'll have several EST staff members there. I think Dusty and I are going to be doing we're going to be building the hot stove or something like that.
Yeah, I think they drop it off. Rona sponsors it, and they drop off a stove.
We put some charcoal in it.
Need to assemble it.
We have to bake. We have to bake some pizzas. No, who's going? Mark Connolly, formerly of CBC, great guy. Gene Principe is going to be there from Sportsnet, absolute legend. And we're going to have. It'll be a fun night, but also raising money and awareness for a very important organization with this kids sport. They do some incredible work. It's at the Bell in Scona.
Yes.
So what is that? 80th? Whatever they on. Is it 81st or 80th? I always get mixed up.
Oh, that would be...
Is it 1 over or 2 over?
2. 2.
No, I think it's
79th?
no, it's not that
80th?
far. It's either 80th or 81st.
It's 80th then, for sure.
It's 80th. Okay.
Purple Onion's 81st.
The Bell in Scona, 10416 80th Avenue.
Yeah.
It used to be the B Bell Bakery a long time ago. So we're going to do our show from there from 3 to 6. For the event, you can start dropping by anytime after 5, and it gets going around 6:30, 6:45.
Well, you can come have a beer in the bar
you
there.
Come hang out ahead of time, snacks, have a pizza, talk with us. Now, you do have to have a ticket. So we're going to give away 2 tickets on 2 separate occasions on this show.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're going to ask a trivia question. This one's not too hard. You have to text the answer to 780-218-9999, River Crew Resort and Casino Inbox. So we're going to take the first 10 correct answers, and then
Sure.
we're going to roll the D100
You know it.
to do a winner, and then we'll give away another pair of tickets to Bids for Kids, probably between 5 and 5:30. Okay? So it is the Masters going on. Who won the 1986 Masters is the trivia question. Who won the 1986 Masters? Text it in, 780-218-9999, River Crew Resort and Casino Inbox. Yeah, once you get 10 correct answers, we'll each assign them a group of 10 numbers. I'll roll the D100, and somebody's going to Bids for Kids on Tuesday at the Bell in Scona.
I'll keep track, Reid.
You keep track?
You know I can do that.
Yeah, we can do that when you get 10, or if you want to compile it after the break, and we'll do it when we get back. Whatever's most convenient for you. But it's a really good event. Really, kids sports are a really important organization. They do a lot of incredible work. So we're pleased to be part of it.
Yeah, it was fantastic last year.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I didn't realize the amount of help they give to, athletic teams, associations to help with, covering the costs or some of the costs that are involved with sports.
And there were athletes there who'd benefited.
Yep.
Was there not a young lady there who'd gone Canada West and had done some incredible stuff? So
Yeah, it's really good.
It's really, really cool. All right, we better get to the headlines here. Presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. You can stream them on iHeart today. This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. Little bit of Irish spring at the Masters. Rory is eyeing up his second green jacket the way I was eyeing up the salad bar at the Ponderosa. Angie on the ice for the locals, but Dickie is nowhere to be found. Hey, maybe he's in Jason Milne's pocket. Stash Stewie helped the Tuxedo Birds clinch the playoffs, and Cole the goal has 50 for the Habs. Hey, Jason Milne, is that the Premier Étoile in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? I'm Chet Palmer. Thanks, Chet.
Have a good weekend.
He's probably headed right to the Ponderosa. I think he's got a thing with that
I
waitress there,
think
too.
there's something going on there.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask him about it. I'm sorry, Chet, but I don't know. What is the Premier Étoile?
What do you think it is?
I don't know.
That's first star.
First
You know,
star?
the Canadians game. And La Première Étoile, the first star, Cole Caulfield.
Is the first
Premier
star
Étoile.
in your pocket, or are you happy to see
the
me?
Premier Étoile. Well, no, the
So I guess Chet likes my shorts too.
yeah, I guess so.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys, in Montreal games, you have the 3 stars. Which, how do you say?
How
3
come
stars?
I didn't know that Étoile is a straw?
Étoile. My French is terrible. La Première Étoile is the first star. You knew that, eh, Coop?
I know Trois is 3. I know Premier is first.
There you go. You're laughing.
I think I knew
You're
that.
laughing all the way to the
I think I heard that
Ponderosa.
one before. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if we're doing 5 or 10.
How
for
many
the
do we
next
have?
one.
How many do we have? Do we
Well,
have
we've
5?
got enough, but it's just I can't pay attention to everything.
Well, we'll compile them during the commercial
Well,
break.
nobody told me that. I was to compile them as they come in.
Well, we should change on the fly. We just change it so you can get them ready during the break, and then
Adapt.
we can roll whenever we want.
Adapt them all.
Yeah. Do we have enough that I can give out the right answer?
Yeah.
The 1986 Masters champion Jack Nicklaus, at the age of 46, epic victory.
Okay.
Rallied on the back 9.
You want to just spin it, baby? I've got them all ready.
Oh, you got him down?
Yep.
Okay, sure.
So we've got
Go here. Well,
1 through 10,
Yeah.
11 through 20.
so you got the
I
order.
got the orders.
All roll. So I don't even know what number goes with who. It is 14.
Okay, so that is Ellerslie Pat.
Oh, amazing. All right.
Ellerslie Pat, you have won. You are in. I will shoot you a text in the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, and we'll get all that information. And I'm not sure it'll happen today, but for sure before the end, probably next Monday, you'll get an email from EST with your tickets.
Bids for Kids. And we'll give away another pair of tickets, like I said, later on.
Yeah, probably
around 5-ish.
5-ish?
5 to 5:20. We do have Jed Roberts coming up today. He joins us usually a couple times a month here on the show to talk Oilers, talk Elks, tell stories, whatever it is. Nickson will be on the show a little bit later on. So he's the former LA Kings play-by-play voice, now retired, but I thought we still got to have Nick on the show. So I texted him yesterday. I said, hey, I know you're not doing games this year, but could you come on, talk about the season, maybe tell a story or two? He's like, absolutely. So we'll have him. And Ben Thompson will be in for the afternoon debate for Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club. We always have a little bit of fun with him. And we always have fun with the off-topic topic, which is presented by William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536.
Well, should I fill the listeners in on a little secret about you and I?
I don't know what you're going to tell them, so I guess.
Do you trust me?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Well,
Reid,
Reid,
I think so.
Reid and I have been making
a
course.
Okay. We're not saying any of the names, though.
We will not say any of the names, but we've been developing a golf course somewhere in Evansburg. I believe it involves the Pembina.
Pembina would be part of it.
Pembina
sure.
would probably be a main part of it.
Wind through it.
So we've always been coming up with names of holes and somewhat describing them based off of some of the history of Evansburg and the Pembina.
Yeah.
So I thought, hey, what if EST built a golf course?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, what would be the hole names and a brief description for some of the holes?
Yeah.
So I came up. My list might be a little long. I came up with 9 holes.
I also have 9 holes.
Okay.
So we got an 18-hole course right there. So these are hole names and or descriptions for the Edmonton Sports Talk Golf Course.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing here. Well, why don't we do 3 each right now?
Okay.
And then we can do 3 each later and 3 each later after that.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm going to start with one based on our CEO, owner, morning show host, Dustin Nielsen.
Of course. How can you leave him off?
And the name of the hole is the chicken tender. So, it'd be like,
well,
and I see this as the first hole.
Stop.
What?
You made a hole called the chicken tender?
The chicken tender.
Okay, do we talk about this at all?
No. Well, we do stuff like this. We intentionally usually don't tell each other stuff.
Okay. You know what my first hole is?
I read you, actually, to be fair, I read you one that has to do with your dog that we'll get to later.
Yes, just for directional purposes for this exercise.
Yeah.
My first hole is called the chicken tendy.
No.
Well, maybe one of ours would be 1 and the other one would be 10. Because we don't necessarily have to order them. I just saw the course starting this way with the chicken tender. Now, we know that Dustin Nielsen likes chicken tenders. One of his favorite food?
Probably.
One of his favorite foods. And we also know that our beloved Dustin does not have a very adventurous palate.
Yes. Fair to say. He'd say the same thing.
It's kind of like, very, some people would consider it plain. See him, he's happy being that way.
Then let him be happy.
But the chicken tender would actually not have anything to do with chicken. It would just be a very straightforward, boring par 4.
Oh.
Like to start the round. It's like 330 yards, like not long for anybody. Maybe if you're a big hitter, you can even go for it. No bunkers, like
flat
a
green.
wide fairway. Like you'd have to hit a horrible shot. Big round, flat green.
Very bland.
Yeah, just a very bland hole.
Like his palate.
Just like his palate. And it's called the chicken tender. Like I view this as, like I said, not that long, even for a short hitter. No hazards. Fairway's probably, 80 yards wide. And
I like it.
So it'd be impossible to lose your ball or take a penalty or anything like that. And it's just called the chicken tender.
I like that. So my take on what I call the chicken tendy, I guess would be hole 10. So it's a slow dog leg right, kind of in the shape of a chicken tendy. Right? It would be par 5. It'd be a long hole. You know, Dustin's a tall man. So I said to pay homage to him. He's a massive man that likes chicken tendies. Let's make a hole just like that.
Okay.
So I went with the chicken tendy as my first hole. My second hole is simply named Persnickety. So it's you can go wherever you want to see who I'm describing, but the entire fairway and green are protected by jagged, almost dangerous rocks.
Okay.
It is a par 4. It's a 12-foot green, a really tight green.
Yeah.
Really tight wad green, Reid. It's surrounded by bunkers, but if you go in the bunker, your ball's dead. It's the battery acid filled
Forget about it.
bunkers. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
This is a dangerous
That's
hole.
a dangerous hole.
Persnickety.
Okay.
Hole 11.
All right. I then have a par 3, and this is inspired by. I mean, we said it's for the EST golf course. We didn't say necessarily EST employees. Things to do with EST.
Okay. Yeah.
So mine is Coop's Poops after your corgi, Cooper the corgi. Coop's Poops. It's a par 3.
Of course. Little hole for a little dog.
Little hole, fairly narrow. Like
Short and
kind of a
fat.
tricky shot. Yeah. Like not too long. Like you think like, okay, I can probably pop a low iron up there. Maybe the big hitters are even using a wedge, but you don't want to go long because the bunker behind the green is that's where Coop goes to the bathroom.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's his toilet.
it's his toilet, when you pick up his toilet, that's where it's disposed of. But he could also go a number 1 on the edge. It's just the bunker's a mess. You don't want to be long in this.
Stay
one.
away.
Yeah.
That's called Coop's Poop.
It's called Coop's Poops.
Nice.
Yeah, that's one of mine. And then I have another one. So you were a Golden Bear football player, and we often celebrate university athletics here. So hole number 3 is called the Golden Bear, and it
love that
has
name.
features named after Golden Bears. For example, maybe there's a lone pine tree, a big skinny pine called the Knoblauch pine. There's a greenside bunker called the Noah Philp bunker.
Yes.
And of course, this also for tournament purposes has a walkway across the fairway to move galleries, and that's the Corey Crosswalk.
Well done. Wow. Okay, I like that. My third hole, which I guess on the back 9, or what do you call it here at the Masters? The second 9?
The second 9, yes, whatever we would call it.
Would be hole 12. It's called Can You Take the Heat? So this is a hole that was inspired after Hernan Salas. So in my course, I can control the climate. So this is a very arid, desert-like
Oh, I see.
zone.
Okay.
It's hot. It's 38 degrees every time you're on this hole. The sun is pounding down on you. It's a par 4, but there's food and drink vendors down the whole, both sides of the fairway. Yeah, and if you hit it into their cart or near their cart, they're in play. They will not move. And if you do hit their cart, you have to buy one of their items.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Whether that be a snow cone or a hot dog. So it's just vendor filled.
Yeah.
It's desert like. It's the heat. Hernan Salas inspired hole.
That's pretty good. So we'll do more later. I think we're off to a good start.
Yeah.
I like yours a lot. That's really good. We're going to have some fun with that. The off-topic topic, if people want to make submissions, that's fine. Whole names and or descriptions for the Edmonton Sports Talk golf course.
Well, Brent P's got one. He calls this hole the glory hole. What? He explains it perfectly.
Please do.
It's the 18th hole right in front of the clubhouse and patio. So everyone is watching you finish that round and sink that long putt or make an incredible chip for all the glory.
Okay.
So that's why he decided.
That's exactly what he meant.
Yes,
okay,
of course.
Good.
I see. That's good job. Well done, Brent P.
Woo! Woo!
So we're just doing 3 right now?
We'll just do those right now.
Okay.
We'll drop more in later. So the Oilers headlines today, Connor Ingram on the ice, practiced, and may or may not play tomorrow. Knoblauch didn't name a starter. It's got to be Ingram if he's healthy, isn't it?
And like
You
I
would
was
think.
watching clips from practice. Like he's a full participant. Not like he's on the side net or not involved in this.
Just watching. Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't call anybody up. Jason Dickinson, however, not on the ice, and he has been ruled out for tomorrow. No further update from Kris Knoblauch. All right, here comes the Coob with the sports update.
Connor Ingram was a full participant for the Oilers at practice after leaving Wednesday's game against the Sharks. Early in the contest, no Jason Dickinson for Edmonton today. He won't be available tomorrow against the Kings either, having no timeline on his return. A full slate in the NBA. Raptors close out a back-to-back, challenging the Knicks at 5:30. No Emmanuel Quickly or Colin Murray-Boyles for Toronto. Quickly managing a foot injury. Murray-Boyles sidelined with a neck sprain. And around the league, Denver, they play host to OKC. The Rockets and T-Wolves hit the deck before Phoenix visits LA to battle the Lakers. Out east, the Jays Twins kick off a 3-game series just after 5. Patrick Corbin starting on the mound for Toronto. Simeon Woods Richardson for Minnesota in the lone game live. Well, that wrapped up earlier. Pirates defeating the Cubs 2-0. We also see the D-backs Phillies go at it. 4:40 first pitch for them. At that same time, the Marlins and Tigers match up. Live at the Masters, round 2 action. 7 under for Rory McIlroy, who leads through 12 holes. Patrick Reed in second at 6 under through 14. This sports update is brought to you by the Ranch Golf Club. The Ranch Golf Club delivers premier conditions, top-notch service, and unmatched value every round. It's why they're Alberta's top choice for corporate golf events. Visit theranchgolf.com today to find out more. The Reid Wilkins Show rolls on following the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
2 guys and a goalie.
Is he a 20-plus goal scorer moving forward? You know, that would be some money that you could spend on a different type of player. But if you're just hoping to find somebody who's going to score 20 goals, Grosselvic did that for you this year. He's an interesting study this offseason, that's for sure.
I mean, I think you could probably throw an offer sheet over St. Louis's way.
For Dylan Holloway.
Would you sign Dylan Holloway for the same 25?
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in-store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian-owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
It's a rezzed up reimagining, a cultural celebration, and a smash hit. River Cree Resort and Casino brings you Bear Grease the Musical. Don't miss this hilarious spin on the 70s classic, replacing T-Birds and Pink Ladies with a cast of characters that spotlight Indigenous language, music, and moves with a Broadway flair. Iconic numbers get a bold new spirit in the audience favorite, Bear Grease. April 26th in the venue at River Cree. Must be 18 plus. Get info and tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said great job. Happy hour. Your boss said per my last email. Ugh. Emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery. All in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. McIlroy leading Reid and Fleetwood by 2, second round of the Masters. We are coming to you from the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Good day? Bad day? Either way. Happy hour at the Canadian Brewhouse is on Monday to Saturday, 2 to 6 p.m. Deals starting at $3.99. The Canadian Brewhouse, your day just got happier. Ben Thompson joining us here in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Ben, how are you doing?
I'm great, Reid. How are you?
Good. Is it a year now you've been at EST or how long?
Well, if we're talking like in the office Monday to Friday, it would be a full year, May 6th. So it's been a little over 11 months.
So you were not here for the Masters last year?
I was not. No.
Now, are you a big Masters watcher or follower?
Not really.
Have we got you more interested in it?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Because this is I think this is one of the premier sporting events in the world.
Yes. My dad's a big fan of it. Like him and his buddies always, like, if it's nice enough, they go on the patio and watch Masters. But yeah, it's always been something that I've wanted to watch more, but haven't gotten to. So it's been nice having it on TV in the boardroom.
It's kind of like beer.
It is.
When you first taste beer, you're like, who would ever drink this?
Yes.
And then you appreciate it more and you get the acquired taste of it. I would say that's
exactly it.
A Masters weekend is like.
I didn't get into golf until like 2 summers ago. Like that was 2 summers ago when I started playing regularly and fell in love with it. And now I think it's coming with watching it too. Like beer's a great comparison because it's same timeline too. Starting like beer.
And you nailed it, Jay. I mean, these tracking shots they have,
just phenomenal.
Awesome. Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah. How did Rory jump out of that?
Holy.
Like he's hitting it over the dog leg on this hole. This is what 14 they're playing.
Yeah,
like you would look if you stood behind him, you'd be like, well, he's aiming into the trees. No, he's actually launching it over the trees. So Knoblauch says that Dickinson is not available tomorrow and did not give a timeline for his injury. My spidey senses tingle over that. What do you think?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's missing some time in the playoffs. With that, like with Knoblauch saying that. I mean, there was the narrative throughout the year that whatever timeline Knoblauch gives you, times it by 3. I don't know if that's the case with this one, but especially because playoffs players like to play hurt. But yeah, I mean, you hope it's a bone bruise and he's just being precautionary with it. And he's hopefully ready for game 1 of the playoffs. But yeah, he went down pretty quick and needed to get helped off there. Did not look good. But I mean, to be honest with you, I'm more happy to see that Connor Ingram looks like he'll be okay, which is I think a more important thing for the Oilers. Not to say Dickinson isn't important, but Ingram's has some big stakes to me on how far this team goes.
And we'll get you the Knoblauch comments from after practice today at 4:00 when we do the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel. All right, Ben joins us for our afternoon debate presented by the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. Memberships available at egmgolf.com, egmgolf.com. And remember, discounted rates for seniors and first responders. It will be golf season eventually. Yeah, please. We're getting there. The afternoon debate for the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, egmgolf.com. Great place to play. All right, what do you have for us, Benny?
So we're going to do another Keep 3, Cut 5. We're going to keep it Masters related in a sense. We're going to do golf feelings.
feelings.
Yes,
Golf?
very broad topic.
Like happy,
There's no
sad,
better way to say
excited,
it.
mad.
No. Like
I'm in a glass cage of emotion.
No, just stuff that happens on the golf course, the way it makes you feel. Okay, the type of feelings. You'll get it.
Actually, there's a lot of ways he can go with this.
You'll get it. You'll understand.
When you think about it.
When you think about it, like there's a lot of stuff.
We should add, neither Jay nor I knows what it feels like to get a birdie. Now,
Well,
some would say you don't have feelings.
That's been said several times.
Yes, cold-hearted. So is Tom Gazzola. Okay, do we want to hit the music?
Let's do it.
I won't be able to hear it this time. Fortunate.
Benny's blind rankings.
Benny's blind rankings. Yeah, got that.
Yep. By the way, give us a thumbs up if you're on YouTube. Let's make sure we get to 100 going into the weekend. If you haven't given us a thumb already,
we're doing double this week too. I did mine on Monday.
Well, because we missed you last week,
filling in for Coop. We're doing double this week. How about that? Okay, I will. I'll lead you guys off with a golf course beer.
Oh, golf course feelings. Okay, this might surprise somebody, but I am going to cut it.
Okay.
I certainly enjoy a beer.
Yep.
I generally do not like to have beer while I'm golfing.
Really?
Now, I suppose part of that is because I often am an early morning golfer, especially when I played more regularly. So that wouldn't even be on the table. And while I do enjoy the social element of golfing, I just would prefer not to be combine beer with golf. It's a weird thing I have.
Yeah, it is weird.
I'm competitive enough.
I agree.
Yes.
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
competitive enough with myself that if I'm missing shots, I don't want to be like, is it because I've had a little bit of beer? I want to try to play as well as I can.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to cut. Now, if you're talking about during a round.
Yes, I'm talking.
I'm definitely cutting it for myself.
That's the question here, Reid, because if he comes back later with a post-round beer on the patio,
I'd probably keep that.
I mean, you'd be keeping
especially,
that. I mean, I respect what you're saying. Now, some golfers, though, on the other hand, don't get into their groove until their second beer.
I think it helps me.
So I'm now, but that's a slippery slope.
Yes.
You need to know when to hold them.
Yep.
And know when to fold them.
Yep.
Which I've become a master of.
Right.
So I'm absolutely keeping this on my keep 3 list, because when you get in that right climate,
flow,
life's good, golf's good, weather's good, beer's good. Like, I mean, what's better?
Your swing's smooth.
I'm keeping this. Obviously, there are. I mean, if I'm golfing at 7 a.m., no, you're not having a beer. It just doesn't feel right.
Okay, so let me ask you a hypothetical. Sorry, we won't take too long.
You're good.
Let's say you and I are playing golf together, Jay. Yeah. We're 12 holes in.
Yeah.
We've just been having water, maybe a snack, and you're playing the round. Like you're 4 over after 12. Okay. Like for you might have a chance to break 80, and the cart person comes around and says, "You know what, Jay? We're actually giving beer away.
You're taking one."
Or you might take it, I guess. But would you, if you're having the round of your life, start a beer in the final third of that round?
If it would, yes.
You would?
Sure.
Okay.
Because it wouldn't affect me.
Oh, okay.
I'm dialed.
Right. Fair enough.
Right.
I'd be dialed at that point.
Okay.
Right.
It's when you have 6 beer on the front 9 that's problematic.
Right, but you're probably not worried about your score if that's the case.
I do appreciate
I still worry too much
beverage.
about my score. Yeah.
Fair. A cold beverage, like get that thing in a Yeti koozie so it's staying cold, and you could sip on it on your way from this hole to the next hole.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I did not like beer until I had it on a golf course, and now I love beer because of the golf course. Honestly, it changed.
So I've kept beer. Reid,
I have cut the during round golf course.
Okay.
During round golf course.
Okay. Next, smoking a drive down the fairway.
I thought you were going to say smoke.
Yeah.
Smoking a heater.
Yeah.
Well, so we're talking like a bomb, like 160, 165. I'm keeping that.
Okay.
And I am not a big hitter, so I rarely use my driver, but if I actually connect and hit one down the middle at a good distance for me, that's a great feeling because you're off to a good start on that hole. I'm keeping that.
See, if you had said, like I know this is specific, but like if you're smoking drives and you're feeling it, and because if you're having one of those days where your driver's just not working with you, or you're not working with it, then you get one and you kind of feel like more of an ass.
Yeah.
You're like, I can, but I can't.
Yes.
So I'm actually going to cut smoking a drive down Center Street.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it just if you were okay, well, we'll keep going.
Yeah, you're not saying it doesn't feel good.
No,
you're just saying it might not be one of your three best.
Yes.
Of course, you would love to do it, but
of course, it could also be a bad feeling because it's like, you've been searching for it.
Yeah, you ass hat.
Yes.
There it is.
All day. On 18, you hit one after you're
I've done that a million times. Yeah.
It's like, great. Now I have a good shot.
Yeah. This is good.
Okay. Next, sinking a 30-foot putt.
Oh,
well, that's an incredible feeling
I'm
too.
Keeping
that.
Because that's not expected to happen.
No.
Yeah,
you're just trying to get close to the hole.
You read the green.
Yeah,
you're trying just to tease it up there. You know, whenever I have a 30-foot putt, I want to get it within 10 feet.
Yeah,
that's my goal.
Yeah,
but if you line
within
one
10.
Yeah, if you're lagging it up,
you want to get it 2/3 of the way there.
Say 8.
Okay,
say
that's better.
8. If you're lagging it up there,
yeah.
And then it just has eyes and it's curving down and it's coming down towards the hole.
Yeah.
Especially if it's in like a scramble or something too. And
yes.
so your teammate go nuts.
Or especially if Slav Kornick from Global Television laughs at where you're aiming and then you drain the putt.
Oh, do tell.
Oh, no way.
Ravens Crest, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago. It was a par 3 and pin kind of in the middle of the hole and a very severe back to front slope, and I was kind of on the left edge of the green, past the pin a little bit. And, I saw the big slope, and I get up to aim, and I'm like, I think this is really going to break. I probably aimed 12 feet left of the hole.
Okay.
Wow.
And I hit the putt, fairly easily, and it starts going, and Slav kind of goes, better hope it breaks. And sure enough, it eventually break and leaked, and it's just one of those slow rollers, and then you realize, not just this is a good putt, this has a chance, and then it drops. I still bring this up to Mr. Kornick today. I don't know if that's how he laughed, but that's how I like doing it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping.
I'm going to run out of keeps
a
early.
30.
So you have to both use
foot
2
putt.
keeps.
This would be my second.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not good. Okay.
Same for Reid. Reid, you took smoking the drive down the fairway? Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Next is a scramble out of the bunker.
Yeah.
So I'm not even capable of doing that.
No,
so I'll
that's
cut it.
exactly what I was going to say. That ain't happening. So I don't know what that feeling feels like.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut that because I can't even imagine doing it successfully.
I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know the feeling.
Yeah.
And my sand play is so bad.
Mine's awful. Yeah, it's like
people
even if
say,
I did it,
open your stance up and try, hit 2 inches behind the ball. I still scull it into the side of the bunker.
and even if I got up and down out of a bunker, it would be more by accident. I would more feel like, well, I fluked that out.
I got lucky there.
Like at least if I make a long putt, I could be like, I wanted to get it close. I was aiming there because I thought that was the break. If I get one out of the bunker to 3 feet, I'm like, well, I don't know what I did. I just lucked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'd be a good feeling, but I'm going to cut it.
Okay. Alrighty. Next, 7-iron, 140 out. Stick it within 5 feet of the hole.
Oh, that's a pretty good feeling because that when I'm playing well with my irons, I can actually make that shot. But I mean, man,
140
it's
yards
a great
out for
feeling.
7-iron,
It's a great feeling.
That was
Actually, for me, like I don't hit very far, Jay. I'd be using an 8, a 7, or an 8.
Yeah,
because I'm not exactly a powerhouse on the course.
Well,
that's a great feeling. Like that's a great feeling though to be like I knew the distance. I knew I had the club for the distance.
Yeah,
and that's where I was aiming. That's a pretty good feeling. But man, I don't know.
So sticking it close from an approach shot,
mid-iron approach. Yeah. Because if it's a long iron, again, that's the luck.
Yeah. Okay, can I say something that sounds, but like when you do that, isn't part of you like, yeah, I meant that, and you're like, yeah.
Well, when I was,
even
when I had my handicap at 17 or 18 a few years ago, which I know in the grand scheme of things is not that good.
Pretty
like
good.
I could. a couple times around, I would hit an iron to the part of the green I wanted to put it.
Yeah. Just because I'm down to one last keep, I'm going to cut that.
Yeah.
But it's a great option.
It is, yeah.
But that is a pretty good feeling.
Yeah.
That is great. Okay. Next, you guys mentioned this earlier. 19th green with your best buddies.
Okay.
19th hole.
I'm gonna take the I'm gonna keep. I'm screwing myself,
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
But this to me is almost important as the golf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is when you know the stress of the round for some, or the highs and the lows, you're over that. If you were playing a little side game on the course, that's done. This is now where you can sit down, talk to your buddies, talk about their families, see how things are, talk about whatever they want to talk about.
Yeah.
I find this to be one of the most important parts of golf. So I'm keeping après round beer.
And I'm keeping that as well. And part of the reason I'm keeping it is because I feel as if I rarely get to enjoy it.
Sure.
I mean, first of all, early morning round, you're probably not doing anything after the round. Weekend round or afternoon round, well, that could be a 4 to 4.5 hour commitment. People got stuff to do once the round is over. So actually having the time to do it and then just sit and have a conversation and enjoy a pint is a sacred opportunity. So I will keep that.
So you guys have used all your keep spots already.
Now
Okay.
watch the last.
Oh, it's going to be a hole in one.
Major.
No, one of them's going to be a hole in one.
But I would cut that because I can't imagine there's luck involved.
True.
Okay. Next is a great golf outfit.
Couldn't care
that's
less.
a cut. I don't care.
Yep.
I mean, I wear appropriate attire for the occasion, but I don't really worry too much about it.
Yeah, I'm not worried about my fit.
I mean, I obey the
I'll wear a
etiquette.
short and a collared shirt.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I'm not
maybe
trying to get on there and cut off jeans or a thong or something like that.
Of course.
Right.
It's an easy cut.
Yeah. And then the final one. There it is. Yeah. You guys did a really good job. I was hoping one of you guys would wait for the last one. It is missing a 2-foot putt for your personal best record on the golf course.
Well, that's a horrible feeling.
Exactly.
But okay, even if you did, you're still going for your personal best.
Yeah.
You know you were there. So
I
you
guess.
wouldn't be that hard on yourself given that you've already put in 17 holes.
It'd be frustrating.
Yeah.
It would, but it wouldn't be the end of the world.
But here's the thing. If it's a 2-foot putt, if you've lagged up a 25-footer to 2 feet, your buddy is probably picking it up and saying, great round. You just shot a PB.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Or if you're betting that buddy is like peering over your shoulder. Like,
oh, maybe, yeah.
Don't miss that.
I
but
don't
Matt's shaking his head because, well,
Two things. I'm just gonna two things on that. One, I was with someone who missed a short putt for a PB, and I don't let him hear the end of it, anyways, because it's right there. Like, and you might not get there again, and you missed the 2-footer. You don't.
Don't you think that's rude?
It's no. He deserves it. He didn't listen to my caddying advice.
Okay.
The second part to that is what did you say, Reid? No, you're not. You're not picking up a PB.
No,
if somebody's going for personal
you're right.
best.
You're probably right.
You're letting them. They need to finish that.
Because they need to finish it.
What if it's on the lip?
They got to finish it.
Yeah.
It's the same as you never let someone. You don't tell somebody to pick up a birdie.
No, you still
have to
know
go
that
get
you
it
put
done.
together a great round, one of your best, and you choked on the final
It's the
hole.
same as
you got to wear
you
that.
You guys never have been in a position where you like missed an eagle and you had to settle for a birdie or something.
Very rare.
They stink.
Yeah.
So no, a personal best that would annoy you because you had a chance to shoot, let's say, a 78.
I've had this
And you
exact
blew it.
situation where I was going for personal best. I was like 4 feet away from the hole, and my buddy's like, pick it up. I'm like, nope, I have to make this.
Oh, 4-footer, yeah. I would say inside 2 feet, it's fine to pick it up.
Not if it's for a PB.
Sure it is, Matthew.
On the 18th hole, it's not going to happen. You're going to see a lot of people that wouldn't do that. It's the same. Would you sell someone pick up for a birdie?
If it was inside a foot, yes.
And that is against the general golf etiquette for pickups.
There is no etiquette for pickups.
There is.
Whatever you want to do.
Oh, no, it is. But like, there's an etiquette with a lot of people out there that
it's also
you have to finish a birdie putt. You don't tell somebody to pick up a birdie.
Okay, so if I have a 40-foot birdie putt and it stops 2 inches from the hole, and you're trying to play, with a good pace, like to me,
that's not a birdie.
And it's not to set your PB.
That's a par. There's a difference between a birdie and a par.
Oh, so a birdie would be where you stuck a close approach or something like that.
The birdie is you have to let somebody finish a birdie, and then in the end you're just gonna for them to finish that.
I think if you're like 2 inches from the hole and it's birdie and they lagged up for it, or that was an approach shot, pick it up. Take your birdie.
For sure.
You deserve it.
Okay, 2 feet, sure, Matt. Like, you're probably out there measuring the length of everybody's putts. No, this is the wrong distance. Like, just remind me never to golf with you. Oh, wait, I never wanted to begin with.
Trust me, I'm not worried about that either.
This is great.
I love you, buddy.
I don't feel the same the other way.
This is going to be an interesting Friday.
Where's Coop? Had to go? Okay. Well, glad you're here.
Oh, yeah, we can argue.
Yeah, we good, Matt, for the next 2 hours.
We're just going to have you put yourself on camera for the remainder of the show.
This is going to be an absolute party. All right, Ben, great work. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube. Give Benny a thumbs up for joining us in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Keep 3, cut 5, golf emotions. Very well done. Jay's play of the day when we get back.
The oil stream
could very well take a run at 50 over these last 3 games. I'd have to think he probably does. Tommy, is this offensive season for McDavid flying a bit under the radar because of the team not meeting maybe some previous year's expectations? That I don't know if you've really sort of realized that Connor McDavid's having his second best season of his entire career.
The oil stream presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The Blue Jays are back for their 50th season. Whether you're swinging for the fences or tackling backyard spring projects, get the space you need with Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free today. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
It's a rezzed up reimagining, a cultural celebration, and a smash hit. River Cree Resort and Casino brings you Bear Grease the Musical. Don't miss this hilarious spin on the 70s classic, replacing T-Birds and Pink Ladies with a cast of characters that spotlight Indigenous language, music, and moves with a Broadway flair. Iconic numbers get a bold new spirit in the audience favorite, Bear Grease. April 26th in the venue at River Cree. Must be 18 plus. Get info and tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
Goodwill is
one shopper, finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket, a deal, one donor, letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant,
learning,
trying,
building skills,
building confidence,
building a future.
One purchase, one donation,
one job, one choice.
Goodwill is
the power of one. The power of one. The power of one.
The power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
Hockey on one screen, basketball on the next, soccer in the corner. And yeah, we've got UFC too. There's a reason we have this many screens. Because no matter what you're watching, it deserves the big moment. We don't pick sides. We don't pick sports. We put it all on. Cold beers flying. Game day eats landing. And the crowd's louder than your group chat. If it's on here. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation. With options for every style and budget, open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
So we're going to get you the latest comments from Oilers head coach Kris Knoblauch. We'll get to that right after 4 o'clock. He did speak after practice today. Oilers getting set to visit the LA Kings tomorrow, but the big notes is that Connor Ingram, goaltender, practiced. Knoblauch didn't say who's going to start in net tomorrow, but Ingram left for the third period. What was that, Wednesday night against the Sharks?
Mm-hmm.
You saw what happened during the game. Probably he was stretching. He was on the bench. He was getting talked to by the trainer. So awesome that he's on the ice today, taking part in practice. Not awesome that Jason Dickinson did not take part in practice, will not play tomorrow, and Knoblauch did not reveal a timeline for his return. Those are the notes we're getting off X from Stoff and Tony, who are there with the team. But we'll play the Knoblauch scrum between 4 and 4:20, so we can hear it all because we didn't even get to hear it yet. Oftentimes we get it before the show, but this happened while we were coming on air.
But keep in mind, okay, that Zach Hyman is close to returning. As per Knoblauch, last week? He figured Zach Hyman would play in one of the last 2 regular season games?
Monday, Thursday, yeah.
So that will help the lineup as well.
True.
Being able to move some players around. I would imagine then that would take Podkolzin off that top line, obviously, and use him in a more of a depth situation. Maybe not depth.
Probably, yeah.
But
yeah, that's so. Well, yeah, but so Dickinson's out tomorrow, so the Oilers are missing 3 of their top 9, 3 of their top 7 even. Forwards will be out. Draisaitl, Hyman, and Dickinson.
Yeah,
that's a big loss. Anyway, we'll get more on that in the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel coming up a little after 4 o'clock. So just in a few minutes.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day
is presented by Play Alberta, your home for online gaming excitement featuring casino games, live dealer action, lottery, instants, and sports betting. Check out the Play Alberta app. You can take the fun with you anywhere. Download it or sign up today at playalberta.ca.
Okay, lots of movement today at the Masters. Obviously, no hockey tonight. Nothing to
no games, and going into the final week of the season.
I don't understand that per se, but I don't know. What would they be competing against?
I think it just, I don't know. Maybe they wanted a lot of games this week because this is the final regular season weekend.
Take a breather.
Yeah.
And get ready to go into the last few days of the regular season. I don't know. But I do know that Justin Rose contended last year at the Masters. He's in contention right now. He's tied for 5th currently at 5 under, heading into moving day. And if there's somebody that you can think of that you would say, you know what, he's been around that, the top 3, top 5. If things go his way, you could see it going, especially after what happened last year and Rory McIlroy taking the trophy. I don't know. I like Justin Rose. I've liked the way he's played. I'm not sure McIlroy will continue this way, but if he does, McIlroy's been a little up and down today, but I figured let's take a little bit of a flyer on Justin Rose to win the Masters outright.
Yep.
Plus 1,000. So it's a good number.
Yeah.
So that's, what would that be, 11-1?
Yeah.
Green?
Yep.
So that's Jay's play of the day over at playalberta.ca. Click on sports, click on EST specials, and you will see Justin Rose to win the Masters. It has been boosted to plus 1,000. And Reid, always remember to use your game sense.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Yeah, Patrick Reid teeing off on 18, and he was kicked out of the trees a little bit there. He's 1 off the lead. McIlroy's 8 under, Reid 7 under, Fleetwood and Burns both 6 under. So a couple former champions right up near the top. So tomorrow, the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show, Tom Gazzola will be at Boston Pizza Westgate. That's the one on 170th, right across from the mall. His show starts at 1, the game's at 2, then Tom's on right after the game for the postgame show. Also remember, if you're interested, Hockey Card Day at Wayne Sports Cards tomorrow, which is about 150 yards north. I don't know how many yards it would be. It's not far north. It's a short walk north of the BP Westgate. So it's just right by the Italian Center is Wayne's. I'm sure many of you have been there or know where it is. Wayne Wagner was here in studio yesterday. So what is it, 11 to 5? Apparently people line up overnight for it.
They'll start lining up later tonight.
Door prizes, the balloon popping with prizes in them, the free pack of cards
and
for Hockey Card Day.
Possibly more depending on what you spend in store that day.
Yeah, right. So that's an awesome event as well. It's cool to have Wayne in studio. Of course,
should we do it? Will you do that, and then do you want to do a limerick?
Yeah, you can text us 780-218-9999. River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Tap 25 has their happy hour with all beers, including bottle and draft, import and domestic, select premium well highballs, and select premium wine. This is served at Tap 25, Center Bar, Onyx, and on the casino floor. It's available Sunday to Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. rivercreeresort.com.
All right, we've got a limerick that came in here. Oh, from the poet laureate. Of Edmonton Sports Talk, William Mike Spear.
He's back.
Tiger has won the Masters. Tee shots that went like blasters. Now he's in trouble. Mugshot was stubble because he drives while plastered.
Oh my goodness.
Well done.
Okay. Oil understood for GCL Diesel. When we get back, Jed Roberts is going to check in. Former LA Kings broadcaster Nick Nickson as well. Here's the 4 o'clock break.
The Lock Shop. Upon me to suggest or put together is the Jets not dead yet parlay.
Okay.
And that is the Oilers to take care of business against the Kings. That's the Wild to go in and beat Nashville, and the Jets to take care of business at home against Philly.
Almost 5 to 1 right on the nose.
And I mean, that is an absolutely reasonable series of events that could happen.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Love the thrill of competition, but prefer to keep it classy?
Well, it's as classy as you can get when Dustin Nielsen is the host.
Join us April 14th at Bell and Scona for Edmonton Sports Talk Bid for Kids, presented by GS Construction.
A night filled with special guests, auctions, and a ton of prizes in support of Kids Bar.
No whistles, no play clock,
just a room full of generous hearts.
EST's Bid for Kids. Get your tickets at kidsportbidsforkids.com.
Use promo code ESTBIDS for 10% off.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Worksite ready, Western tough. Lamley's Workwear is calling all tradespeople, oil and gas crews, construction workers, farmers, and hard-working Canadians. Built for the job with quality craftsmanship, job site protection, and cowboy-worthy durability. Trusted brands like Airy at Work and Wrangler Rigs, designed for performance and all-day comfort on the toughest sites. No matter the season, Lamley's has the workwear you need. Shop the full range now at lamleys.com/work.
LAMMLES.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Oilers head coach Kris Knoblauch has said Jason Dickinson will not play tomorrow when Edmonton is in LA to battle the Kings. Knoblauch didn't give a timeline for Dickinson to return and didn't name a starting goalie. No games in the NHL tonight with 14 games on tap tomorrow. Masters second round action is going as we speak. Rory McIlroy currently sits at first at 8 under, followed by Patrick Reed and Sam Burns at 7 under and 6 under. The Blue Jays open up a 3-game series at home to the Minnesota Twins. Patrick Corbin heads to the Mount for Toronto. First pitch, 5:07. One game already final as the Pirates shut out the Cubs 2-0. 15 games in the association as all NBA teams are in action. The Toronto Raptors are in New York to tip off against the Knicks. Toronto currently sits 5th in the NBA East. This sports update is brought to you by Say the Reid Sport Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists and you got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game at Say the Reid Sport Medicine. Call 780-460-9977 or visit their website at saythereidsportmed.ca to book an appointment today. Second hour of the Reid Wilkins Show coming right up. I'm Ben Thompson and you're up to date.
All right, I hope you have a great weekend ahead. We're going to have the latest from Oilers head coach Kris Knoblauch in a couple of minutes, so gather around the old speaker for that. Call Grandma in from the barn. Weekend coming up here, I mentioned I'll be watching the Oilers game tomorrow. I'll try to watch as much golf as possible. My family's Easter gathering is going to be Sunday.
Oh no!
And you have a bit of the family out of town, or what's going on?
I'm responsible for my 2 youngest.
Okay, so one of your daughters went.
Yes, one of my oldest is at a basketball tournament in Regina.
So which one?
Grace went with April, my wife.
Which wife?
Which wife? Wow.
By the way, am I allowed to say it?
Say what?
Happy birthday, April.
Happy birthday, April. Hey!
I said it. Yeah, what's she going to do about it?
We should do a show from there.
We should do a show from her birthday party. So, April, I organized you a big birthday party. Oh, thank you, Jay. You're such a great husband. What's going on? Well, it's from 3 to 6 p.m. Yeah, it's at my work.
Yeah. We got a chair.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You're doing a talk show for my birthday, your job,
Not
with
good.
that little sniveling idiot you work with. You'd be like, yeah. And you'd be like, actually, April, he's more of a snotball. Benny's just getting the video ready for us for Knoblauch. So let's do another hole each, maybe.
Mex put one in the chat. Bad Benny, it's a par 4. The sand traps are wonderfully spiced with lemon pepper seasoning.
Benny does like his lemon
Well
pepper.
done.
I do. I had some lemon pepper wings last night.
So our off-topic topic, hole names and or descriptions for the Edmonton Sports Talk golf course. So Jay and I did 9 each. So one of mine is the Trials of Trevor. So our beloved morning show producer who sits at the technical desk, YouTube Trev, has a lot of quirks. One of which is he does not like being looked at. So the Trials of Trevor. So it's one of those holes that goes through a community. So there's houses on either side,
okay.
And the people are always out in their backyards just staring at you while you golf. They're just staring at you. No talking. They're just looking at you while you golf. You know, like they're watering their lawn. They're just looking. You got to play this 400-yard par 4. They're just looking at you the entire time.
That is
the
such a good
Trials
one.
of Trevor.
That is such a good one because you've nailed it. You've nailed one of his big phobias. Apparently, he doesn't like to clean dirty things either.
He doesn't like to clean.
He traded last night in the chore draft with Lieutenant Eric,
right,
to get off bathrooms because he literally couldn't do it. He'd puke.
Well, how does he clean his clothes or his house?
Great question.
Like at some point into every life, a little dirt must come and be cleaned, or into every little toilet, a little coops the corgi. Anyway,
my fourth hole is has to do with Lieutenant Eric. It's called the Walkabout. It's somewhat of a hybrid walking path / putt style, par 3.
That's awesome.
So you putt as you drive, but you have 3 paths to choose, walking paths, and one spits you into the creek, one spits you onto the green, and one spits you into the greenside bunker.
Yeah.
So it's called the walkabout. And yeah, it's a little bit further down. It's a nice little walk. There are street people included, people of the woods, people that might want to steal your ball.
Right.
It's all part of the course. It's part of the experience. So that's the walkabout.
That's a good one. All right, we'll get to 9 each as we go. Do we have Knoblauch ready to go? All right, this is the oil understood for GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around. From turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, they are the critical engine component experts. Proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel! Understood.
It's Connor Ingram and Jason Dickinson. Just maybe a couple of updates.
Obviously, Ingram had practice today, finished it, so obviously things are going well there. Dickinson will not be available for tomorrow.
Do you have a rough timeline as to how far you could be out, or is it a day-to-day basis?
We don't have any timeline.
Okay, and will it be Jari or Ingram tomorrow?
We haven't decided yet.
Okay, great. When it comes to the final 3 games of the regular season, Kris, can you maybe talk about the urgency that starts ramping up here, wanting to execute on a consistent basis as game ones of the playoff moves are?
Well, first of all, we want to win games to clinch a playoff spot. We've been playing pretty good hockey in the last few weeks, and we want to continue doing that. Obviously, it's important to play good hockey, playoff-style hockey. And that usually means being a little more physical, being a little more aware of your just defensive details. And I think we've been doing a pretty good job of that, and we have to continue doing that. Even if we are able to clinch, whatever happens our last few games, we want to be playing a right style of hockey.
What are some of the details that you guys are honing in on as a group here?
One in the defensive zone, being fast to close plays. Positionally, I think everyone knows what they're doing. We just want to be faster because any player can make plays with time and space. And I think the other night against San Jose, I thought we did a really good job of closing, creating some turnovers so we could go on the attack the other way.
And how about the pairing of Murphy and Nurse? Just how much they've grown since Murphy has arrived in Edmonton, and how dependable they've been for you guys as a coach.
They have. They've been a great pair. Anytime players play together, there's some time to get used to each other, know exactly where a player wants the pass, how they read off each other, and those little details. And they've been outstanding. They're 2 big defenders. They cover a lot of ice, and they're both physical. So it's tough for the opposition to play against those 2.
With Dickinson coming out, it looked like you had to deploy some new look lines with Jones, Nugent-Hopkins, and Kapanen. What do you like most about that trio playing together?
Well, Jones has been playing really well throughout the year. Here's an opportunity for him to get a little more ice time, a little more opportunity. Certainly don't want him to get away from his game. What he's been doing is the reason why we put him up in that spot, just simplicity, but more importantly, just the speed, getting in the forecheck, making it hard on the other teams, mostly defensemen. Which just makes everyone else's job a little bit easier. So, we'll see tomorrow how that goes, and hopefully that's a good line for us.
All right. Okay, so nuts and bolts of it there from Kris Knoblauch. We were summarizing what he said. Well, actually, we were pretty much saying exactly what he said. Now that we've heard it, things are going well with Ingram. They have not decided who's in net tomorrow. Dickinson out tomorrow with no timeline. He did touch on Max Jones moving up in the lineup to the top 6, which is incredible, but he does play a simple, straightforward game. I don't know if he's going to stay up there if they really need a goal as that game goes on.
That'll be something to watch. But you know what, Reid, after hearing that explanation and saying, well, he's pretty much been playing good all year. So, give him a chance to get some more ice time, especially with a depleted roster like you have right now. I know it's cliche, but the next man up mentality and giving him a shot to get those extra minutes because he's been playing quite well.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the worst thing. It's just that Roslovic move down to the 4th line is probably more surprising than
I agree.
Max Jones being elevated to the 2nd line.
Well, they're both surprising to me.
Yeah, I suppose.
Rory McIlroy with a great tee shot on 16. So if you're picturing 16, it's the one by the big lake. It's
a Tiger Woods hole.
And Patrick Reed is going to birdie. McIlroy could have a 4-shot lead going into the weekend because Reed's going to birdie here to drop to 6 under. McIlroy has a chance to get to 10 under.
He's going to bogey.
What did
here?
I say?
Birdie.
Yes, he's going to bogey. I think he's about to bogey. Yeah, my bad. I get my birdies and my bogeys mixed up.
Yeah, he drops to -6. Wow.
So McIlroy has a chance to get to 10 under with 2 holes to play. So we'll see. But
he's going to get to 10 under right now. That shot's within
that's what I mean.
2 feet.
Yeah, likely to get to 10 under.
Okay, yeah.
And then with 2 holes still to play.
Well,
so we'll see. But he hit one of those shots. So the flag is down closer to the water. So he hit it, from his view, to the right of the pin, but it took that slope and rolled down. So McIlroy's playing incredible.
Probably one of the most exciting holes on the golf course.
Well, yeah, because of the shape of that
slope.
green. So the Sunday flag is a little more up there, right?
Up
so
by the bunker.
You can still take advantage of that slope. Anyway, we got that on the TV here. Ben Thompson in for Zachary Kubish at the technical desk. You'll still be hearing him until 6 o'clock. So the situation for the Oilers is quite simple. If they are tied or ahead after 60 minutes tomorrow, they are in the playoffs. They don't have to worry about any other result. Their magic number is 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Los Angeles Kings are currently in the final playoff spot in the Western Conference. There's a site here, hockeymagicnumbers.com. The NHL didn't put out as detailed, probably because there are no games. I still wish they would have put out all the
probably
clinching
because
scenarios.
it's not game day.
They'll probably put it out tomorrow morning. The LA Kings have 85 points. They're 1 point ahead of the Nashville Predators, and the Kings have a game in hand. So it looks like the Kings, well, they have a very good chance of going back to the playoffs. 6, they need, their magic number is 6 to get in. Still alive. Nashville still alive. Winnipeg still alive. San Jose still alive. St. Louis and Seattle still alive, but they have a tragic number of 2 and 1 respectively.
Right.
So they could go undefeated and still miss the playoffs if other teams, get points along the way. Did you see LA? We'll see, but they have the edge right now. I mean, the Oilers can be a fly in the ointment tomorrow. But LA, just sort of a blah team all year. A lot's been made of their lack of regulation wins. Your buddy Jim Hiller was dismissed, which you weren't happy about.
But let me ask you this, though, Reid. Do you think that, because they've made some changes in LA, much like they did in Vegas, does LA, even though they were blah during the regular season, do they fear you as a playoff team as much as Vegas does?
No,
not even close.
Not at all. And they're interested because they go and get Panarin right before the break, the Olympic break, and then a couple of weeks after the Olympic break, it's like, oh, well, we're out of it, so we'll trade Fogle and Perry. And now they still might get in.
Yeah. I tell you what, Winnipeg fans will be cheering for the Oilers tomorrow.
I still wish Winnipeg could get in. Well, okay, so...
Well, they still can if they
still
have
could.
A game in hand, don't they? On LA?
No, they're both at 70. They have a game in hand on Nashville.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
So the Jets, right. So if the Jets... Who do the Jets have tomorrow? Where's this thing here? So if the Jets win tomorrow and the Oilers beat the Kings in
against
regulation...
the Flyers.
Then it's... So, I mean, Philly's decent. They're not certainly unbeatable. They have 92 points. If the Jets win tomorrow and the Oilers beat the Kings in regulation, then Winnipeg is still in the conversation. Though then Nashville could leapfrog the Kings.
Yeah, but they're hosting Minnesota tomorrow.
Right.
So another tough task for Nashville.
LA also has 2 bad teams from what I remember.
They have the Canucks and the Flames yet to come. They had the softest schedule when we were about 8 games out. Looking at strength of schedule, weakness of schedule, LA was definitely at the top with a pretty soft schedule.
Right. Now, the Jets have the Flyers, Golden Knights, Mammoth, and Sharks. So all kind of decent teams. They don't have a real bottom feeder. San Jose will likely be... Well, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say San Jose will likely be eliminated by then, but who knows? They could have won all their games and be back in the mix. But LA does have the inside track. Again, depending on what happens tomorrow, the Oilers could hand them a bit of a a bit of a setback. But right now, it's LA, Colorado in the first round. I would not give LA much of a chance in that series.
Do you think they should change the letter that's beside Utah from, clinched a playoff spot to clinched wild cards? Like, should it be a W
should
for
it
that
be
spot?
a W instead?
It is kind of funny to look at and see that Utah is sitting there with an X and nobody in the Pacific has yet.
Right. Well, yeah, I guess on the NHL site, they just either have
in or out, baby.
They have an X. So they have an X for a playoff spot, a Y for the division, and a P for the President's Trophy. But Colorado just gets a P. They don't need to get all the letters.
Well, Library Pat makes a great point here. Kings might get in, but if so, they can book a Daryl Sutter trademarked experience.
Yeah.
Waste of 8 days. Colorado will steamroll
he
them.
said that a few years ago. Yeah. Be a waste of 8 days.
You're going up against Colorado.
Right.
And for whatever reason, you look at LA going into Colorado and you say, not a chance. You look at Winnipeg going into Colorado and you say, okay, there's a chance.
I know. I guess I've kind of been pulling for Winnipeg this entire time, but
well, they've got the goalie.
I was going to say, they got the goalie that won them a gold medal at the Olympics. Anything can happen with Connor Hellebuyck in your net.
But the thing is, and this is what we talked about, 11 points is a heck of a lot to make up.
They're pretty darn close, though, Reid.
I know.
And they're dangerously flirting with that point where you don't get into the playoffs and you've totally blown your chances for a top.
Well, they pretty much
7, 8, 9
pretty much done that already, unless they win one of the lottery spots, which I guess is possible.
We got some comments that have come in. One from Poop Stains. Maybe we can talk about it after the break.
Sure. We are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. UFC 327 tomorrow at the Canadian Brewhouse. Feel every hit, takedown, and knockout with TVs at every turn, cold drinks, and electric fight night vibes. The Canadian Brewhouse, our house, is your house. Here's Benny.
Oilers head coach Kris Knoblauch has said Jason Dickinson will not play tomorrow when Edmonton is in LA to battle the Kings. Knoblauch didn't give a timeline for Dickinson to return and didn't name a starting goalie. No games in the NHL tonight with 14 games on tap tomorrow. Masters second round action is going on as we speak. Rory McIlroy, I believe, is still in the lead, shooting 10 under with Patrick Reed and Sam Burns tied for second at 6 under. Blue Jays open up a 3-game series at home to the Minnesota Twins. Patrick Corbin heads to the mound for Toronto. First pitch is 5:07. 1 game already final as the Pirates shut out the Cubs 2-0. 15 games in the association as all NBA teams are in action. The Toronto Raptors are in New York to tip off against the Knicks. Toronto currently sits 5th in the NBA East. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since '93. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc. The Reid Wilkins Show carries on after the break. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Bruce Boudreau.
Every time we played Edmonton, one guy play above Connor no matter where he is. When he's coming back into the zone and you got 2 guys forechecking, that third guy's got to be above him, because if there's a turnover, they're looking for him and he picks up speed between the blue lines. And that's how I used to do it, but I'm not coaching anymore, so evidently it didn't work. So that was my philosophy.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
All right, appreciate you tuning in this afternoon. Hope you have a great weekend planned. He is Jason Milne. I am Reid Wilkins. The Reid Wilkins Show with Jason Milne is weekdays, 3 to 6 p.m. on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. Of course, we are presented by Play Alberta. It's time to turn up the fun with the all-new Play Alberta app, your digital destination for casino, live dealers, lottery, instants, and, of course, sports betting. Jay does a play of the day every day. Every once in a while, I will say, Jay, I would like to do something.
Oh, we didn't talk about this.
I said yesterday,
Sorry,
Jay,
buddy.
I said, Jay, I want the Islanders to beat the Leafs.
Yeah.
I want the Jets to beat the Blues.
Yep.
I want LA minus 1.5 against the Canucks. And I want a Jack Eichel point. It was about 6-1. And it hit. I happened to use a $50 free bet on it.
Woo!
Very nice.
Reid Wilkins,
very nice.
Reid Wilkins,
not often, but I have over the last couple months on 3 occasions, thrice, I have come up with a relatively large parlay.
Your bet to win ratio is
Two of
high.
them have hit. 2 of them have hit.
Yeah, you're good.
But I don't do it every day.
I know.
You have to do it every day. So you have a hard job with that.
Well, and my 6-gamer I put together yesterday just missed on one by 1 goal. I mean, it was Tampa Bay that lost 2-1 to Montreal, but everything else came through. So I was 5 out of 6. Now, I know they don't give you second place points in betting.
Right. But you still did well.
The feel was right. Just didn't get it. So whenever that feeling comes over your body, Reid, make sure you let me know.
I will. I am not afraid to speak up. I can also tell you portions of this hour presented by Lamley's, built for the job, made with a quality craftsmanship and designed for job protection with cowboy-worthy durability. Lamley's workwear combines safety with all-day comfort, featuring brands like Ariat Work and Wrangler Rigs, designed to withstand tough conditions and deliver performance across every job site. Visit lamleys.com to see how Lamley's can make your workday better.
LAMMLES.
There it is. Beautiful stuff. I know you have a text or two you want to read on the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. We're also updating our off-topic topic presented by William Huff. We are giving descriptions and or names for holes on the EST golf course. You want to go for who went first last time?
Yeah, I can go.
Okay.
So this one is called Coob's Brood / Talkin' Shop. So much like you explained with YouTube Trev about his fear of being looked at.
Yes.
Well, as we all know, one of Coob's many talents is that he's got loose lips. He loves to talk.
Yes.
He's always talking. He's always, talking about sports-related things around the office. So Coop's a talkative fella. So Coop's Brewed is what is it here? A par 4, I believe. There's hired people, hired fans that come in.
Okay.
And all they do is they sit and they talk. And yap, 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 yap. And the talking gets louder when you're addressing your ball. Like they are paid pests.
They don't realize it's time to.
No, they'll be talking like this, and then you'll address their ball and say, Reid, how was your day today? It was very good.
And you're like, actually, I'm just going to hit. Oh, yeah, I see you're going to hit there.
Right.
Yeah, you probably want to hit it about.
what club are you using?
Yeah, 220. Is that your driver? They used to call that a smashy back in Scotland.
Some people call it a wood.
Yeah. I know, of course, they're metal now. I mean, I know they're metal. Yeah. And you're addressing the ball, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to hit.
So talk and shop.
That's a really good one. I like that one.
Talk and shop.
So Augusta National, the home of the Masters, has a hole number 8, called Yellow Jasmine. The EST golf course will have a hole simply called Jasmine. And on that hole, bottle service will be available.
Of course.
Makes sense. That's what I can tell you there.
Mike, the Michigan fan, has sent in...
Good guy.
3 holes. Here's his golf.
Busy guy.
First one is the Salis Runner. It's a downhill par 5 where your ball just runs and runs, making it easy for you to reach the green in 2. Just watch out for the pond shaped like the country of Chile. Second hole is called The Wood, inspired by LTE. A simple short par 3 with bunkers surrounding a green that is shaped like Bigfoot. The bunkers will have tufts of grass strategically placed, making it look like bar stools around a bar.
Okay.
And the third hole he's come up with is called the Coup. It's a longer par 4 with numerous bunkers that represent the amount of teams I want to cheers for. The green is very difficult with many undulations, making it a tricky 2-putt. Well done, Mike the Michigan.
That's very well done.
Yes,
very well done. By the way, McIlroy drove into the woods on 17. He punched out. I couldn't tell you to where because it was almost hubris watching the camera guy try to find the ball.
Uh-oh.
He started in front of the green, kept panning left till finally he hit the gallery, the patrons. And then they cut away from it. They were probably like, just cut to the next hole. So we'll see. Maybe a bogey for McIlroy coming up. He does have a 4-shot lead. Yeah, Poop Stain sent this one earlier, Reid. This came in on the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. If you have anything you want to send us, text it in, 780-218-9999. And I do mean anything. Poop Stain says that's very concerning that Dickinson injury is so bad he can't give a timeline. Hope for the best, but following Knoblauch in the past sounds like a good injury. Gonna miss some time, he says in quotations, is what Knoblauch would have said a year ago. Now he just says he's not available tomorrow. Yeah. I agree. I'm concerned about it too.
Yeah, I Reid, I don't know why, but this just smells like...
Well, the way he went off.
After the game tomorrow, you're going to find out that Dickinson's out for longer than Oilers fans would like.
Yeah, I agree.
Feels like that, looks like that. The way he went down, the fact that he couldn't put any weight on that.
Helped off. I mean, most guys don't want to be helped off.
And that happened within seconds of Connor Ingram not going back in net. My parents were over for supper that night. We had the TV turned towards the table. We were having a discussion. And I said, KK, I got to stop. I got to take a break. I don't know what's happening here. What is this, McIlroy?
Yeah, guys are already posting into the chat. He pitched in for birdie from well off the green on 17. After I just said he might make a bogey here, he cans the birdie to get to 11 under.
Wow.
What a shot. He has birdied 5 of the last 6 holes going to 18. Now has a 5-shot lead on Patrick Reed. That's an incredible shot. Lofted it up, probably had to run at 30 feet.
I guess that it must be uphill till there, and then it comes back down. Just incredible.
What a shot.
Tip of the cap to you, Rory.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
That's amazing. So he's 11 under. A couple golfers are 6 under, so he's playing 18. So he's going to have a substantial lead going into the weekend. Man.
What was Rory's... Incredible. What was the situation last year heading into Saturday?
Oh, I don't remember.
I'm going to try to find it.
You can text us 780-218-9999. The afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. They're turning 20 this year. Huge celebration until October 26th. Some of the stuff up for grabs. of the $1 million in prizes, 35 winners of $20,000 in casino free plays, 9 brand new cars, 56 winners of $1,000 in cash. Again, going on until October 26th, rivercreekresort.com.
Well, last year going into Saturday, Justin Rose was minus 11, right where McIlroy was. Bryson DeChambeau was minus 10. Rory was minus 9. Scheffler minus 8. So I guess, even with a lead this big, I guess that also changes the mentality of the golfers that are behind Rory McIlroy.
Yes.
To say, we got to go get him. We can't lay back. We got to go get him and hope that somewhere along the way he starts playing like a human and not a droid. Right. And stops making these shots.
Yeah.
That's a good man from Northern Ireland there, Reid. That's a good lad.
There he is.
That
was an incredible shot that he just made. Like, just remarkable. And yeah, so drive into the trees, punch out right of the green, and then what was that? Probably, I don't know, would that have been 40 yards maybe? Think he was that far away from the pin? It's hard to tell distance, yeah. So he's going to 18, up 5 on Patrick Reed and Sam Burns. Justin Rose, Lowry, and Fleetwood are 500. Yeah, they're showing it again. Tossed it up. Yeah, then probably had to roll it a good 30 feet.
That's incredible.
Right into the cup.
So Artemis 2 is set to splash down, hey?
Uh-oh.
We were talking about it on the Hangout. They're back. It's supposed to splash down.
Are they already back? I thought they were...
No. They're on their way back. They're going to be back tonight.
Okay.
So I think splashdown is supposed to be just after 6 p.m. our time, Reid.
Oh, I was joking earlier. I saw a headline, crew of Artemis 2 expected to return to Earth.
Right.
I was like, wasn't that the expectation the entire time? Is this news?
Yes.
I mean, I know what they were saying with that headline, but it made it sound like, well, they weren't sure they were coming back. So they're not doing a landing, they're doing a splashdown?
Yeah.
So it's not a shuttle? This is I didn't even know that.
It's a crew module.
Okay.
And service module they have separation 37 minutes before splashdown. Then the crew module has a raised burn.
Okay.
The Orion enters the Earth's atmosphere 400,000 feet 13 minutes before splashdown. The forward bay cover jettison happens at 36 to 24,000 feet.
Okay.
Drogues, pilots, and main chutes deploy at 22,000 feet, 6,800 feet, and 5,000 feet, and then it's splashdown.
So they're supposed to splash down about 6:07 Mountain Time, 5:07 Pacific. They're splashing down near San Diego.
Just off the coast. Yeah,
incredible.
It is.
It's amazing the precision at which they can operate things that go into space. It's pretty cool. St. Nolan from Fat Albert says the shuttle was retired almost 20 years ago. I didn't know that. I thought maybe they still had shuttles that they used occasionally.
So what is this? A craft?
It's like, I guess. And then they do the capsule. And I think they deploy a parachutes at some point. And it kind of comes into the water and they get retrieved. Yeah, I didn't know that, guys. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I feel shame. Well, I think I've let down some of the audience.
If that's what it takes to let them down, Reid, I think, given this is a sports show.
Just you wait. All right. Jed Roberts coming up in a few minutes. Let's do another hole each here.
Okay.
Our off-topic topic for William Huff. Give the name and the description or description for holes on the Edmonton Sports Talk golf course. Jasmine now is in the nasty chat. Jasmine, did you hear my last one?
She commented on it.
Oh, she did? Okay.
But she thinks that you called hers Yellow Jasmine.
No, she's just Jasmine.
That's a hole at Augusta.
At Augusta.
Yours is just
mine
called
was
Jasmine.
just Jasmine, right? Yellow Jasmine is number 8 at Augusta, the par 5. I have another par 3 here. It's Gager's Glove. It's a par 3. You're hitting into a green shaped like a trapper.
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
Gager's Glove.
Isn't that
how'd
fitting?
you do on Gager's Glove? I got a 2.
Okay.
Got a birdie.
Isn't this so weird? It's like your mind and my think alike. My next hole is called The Buck Stops Here. And literally, walking gauge is in front of you on every shot. Fully equipped. Equipment, pads, helmet. and you have to either get it through him, bend it around him.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and he can save it. So he follows you on your shots throughout the hole and tries to stack the pads, glove hand, whatever. You have to beat Joaquin Gage.
That's a good one. That's a good one. We got 3 left each. I think we're going to have fun with those as well. Casino Dealer Jay in the Nasty Chat. By the way, I don't know what's going on today. We only have 56 thumbs on YouTube. I don't know if they're slow being recorded or if people just aren't clicking today. I did play the song.
Click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click.
So if you're in YouTube, have not clicked the thumbs up, please do so. If we didn't get to 100 today, that would be devastating. Because we've had this incredible.
No, we have to.
We've had a pretty good audience numbers today. I don't know what's going on. Maybe people are boycotting the clicks. Maybe I did something that's had people organize a boycott.
I think they'll come through, Reid. We have to have faith. Our Grumpy Cat in the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Reid J, I'm going to email you a couple YouTube links I think you'd like about 1, Canada's space program, and 2, the Artemis program.
Okay.
If you're interested, keep up the great work and have a great weekend. Thank you, Grumpy Cat. I am interested. I love stuff like that.
Casino Dealer Jay says, I'm only disappointed in the show if Reid doesn't do movie trivia. We'll do a card.
Who says that?
Casino Dealer Jay.
Doesn't do.
He's only disappointed in the show if Reid doesn't do movie trivia.
Well, let's give the people what they want at some point.
We can do it, or even after the end of Jed.
Yeah, we got Jed Roberts coming up.
Jed Roberts coming up. Nickson coming up. Longtime LA Kings broadcaster for some perspective on their season. He might tell a story or two. He's a great guest. Here comes Benny.
Oilers head coach Kris Knoblauch has said Jason Dickinson will not play tomorrow when Edmonton is in LA to battle the Kings. Knoblauch didn't give a timeline for Dickinson to return and didn't name a starting goalie. No games in the NHL tonight with 14 games on tap tomorrow. Masters second round action is going on as we speak. Rory McIlroy has the lead with shooting 11 under. It's Patrick Reed and Sam Burns tie for second, shooting at 6 under. Blue Jays open a 3-game series at home to the Minnesota Twins. Patrick Corbin heads to the Mount for Toronto. First pitch is set for 5:07. 1 game already final as the Pirates shut out the Cubs 2-0. 15 games in the association as all NBA teams are in action. The Toronto Raptors are in New York to tip off against the Knicks. Toronto currently sits 5th in the NBA East. This sports update is brought to you by The Ranch. The Ranch Golf Club delivers premier conditions, top-notch service, and unmatched value every round. It's why we're Alberta's top choice for corporate golf events. Visit theranchgolf.com. Jed Roberts on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
I still have a basket. It was every product Dr. Doom made.
Dr. Doom.
You have a farm.
Yeah.
You need horse fly repellent for your horses?
Yeah.
I f***ing have. I have a can of that. Like,
I've got a can for that.
Yes, I have everything.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey, Dad. I'm coming home from university.
Before they come back from school, get extra space with Sentinel Storage. Affordable and convenient storage solutions. Try 4 weeks free. Plus, students save 10% on rental. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details.
Goodwill is
one shopper. Finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket. A deal. One donor. Letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant.
Learning.
Trying.
Building skills.
Building confidence.
Building a future.
One purchase. One donation.
One job. One choice.
Goodwill is
the power of one. The power of one. The power of one.
The power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. That all starts with one.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Hey, Dad, I'm coming home from university.
Before they come back from school, get extra space with Sentinel Storage. Affordable and convenient storage solutions. Try 4 weeks free. Plus, students save 10% on rental. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details.
Appreciate you tuning in this afternoon. This is the Reid Wilkins Show with Jay Milne on Edmonton Sports Talk. We are from 3 to 6 p.m. every weekday. Of course, our station is 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. every weekday, plus pre- and post-game shows for your Edmonton Oilers and your Edmonton Elks. Oilers pregame show presented by GCL Diesel tomorrow at 1. Tom Gazzola will be on location at BP Westgate. That's the one right by West Edmonton Mall. The Oilers game is at 2, and then Tom will have the post-game show. Belzy's on with him tomorrow as they'll break it down. The Oilers a point away from clinching a playoff spot. We're going to go to the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team. Fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. This guy is a regular on our program. We absolutely love having him. Double E alum and a big supporter and commenter on the Edmonton sports scene. It is Jed Roberts checking in. Jed, how are you?
I'm doing really good. I just was laughing to myself because just before you guys called me in, my hearing aid batteries died, so I had to change them. So I'm over here frantically changing my hearing aid batteries.
Now, like you've been very open about using hearing aids and being hearing impaired. Like one of the first interviews we did was you told an incredible story about growing up and playing sports and all that kind of stuff. So you're very open about it. But I don't know how do your hearing aids work? How often do you have to change the battery? Because I've seen people over the years with different paraphernalia. Like Morley Scott, my former colleague, has to use some things to help him hear. How do yours work, and how do you got to service them?
Well, it kind of depends on the hearing aid that you get. Like there's some hearing aids that have smaller batteries than others. I require a pretty powerful hearing aid, so I use the ones with the bigger batteries, and they last a lot longer than this will just be like me speaking Russian to you, but I use like 675 is the size of hearing aid battery I use. The ones that the smaller hearing aids use are like, for example, 13, so those ones last like maybe 4 days. The big 675 ones that I use can go as long as 2 weeks, but it really depends on what you use your hearing aids for. Like I use my hearing aids for everything. I talk on the phone, I listen to music. It's incredible what you can do with hearing aids now. Like I grew up daydreaming about the day that I would be able to do that, be able to listen to things on my, be able to listen to the radio. That was a pipe dream, it's like watching Star Trek as a kid, like all the stuff that you see. You're like, oh, we'll never be able to do that. And here we are. I'm getting to listen to you guys on my hearing aids. So it's pretty cool. I just have to have my batteries full. That's all.
Right. So. And you can always, there are times in your life where perhaps you could be, oh, sorry, my batteries ran out, when you just didn't want to hear what someone was saying.
Oh, I use that every day, Reid. Like it's a, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? It's an out. Like, especially when you're arguing with your better half, oh, I didn't hear you. Well, I heard her. I just didn't want to, Hope she's not listening. Love you.
Yeah, that's incredible. Well, thanks for sharing that. We got the Masters on the TV here. I don't know if you and I have ever talked about golf. Are you a golf fan? Do you golf? If you do, are you any good at it?
I like to golf, and I'm not a very good golfer, I just enjoy it. Like my grandfather was a scratch golfer, and I used to go with him, and he taught me how to do it. But it's a frustrating game, but I really like to watch it. Like Rory's playing really well right now. It'll be interesting to see how this thing goes. It's it's just fun to watch, like how people hedge their bets on who's going to play well. I mean, it's really hard to tell, 'cause so many things can go right and so many things can go wrong for those guys, and that's the one sport where it's really hard to make everything kind of go. It can, something as small as somebody talking in your backswing. I never had that problem. I just turn my hearing aids off.
Yeah, there you go. That's a perfect time. It's always quiet when I golf. What I like, because I still have people who kind of laugh at me or wonder how I can like watching golf so much, because they're like, how hard is it? They practice and they just, but I'll just tell you something quickly here, Jed, and then we do want to talk some Oilers and some Elks stuff. You probably remember the 2015 Grey Cup. The Esks faked a punt. They did a snap to Calvin McCarty, key time in the game, and he ran a few yards, got the first down. And I interviewed Calvin about it when they came back. I think I met him at the airport, and they're coming off the plane and stuff. And I was like, man, oh man, like that must have been so tense. Like you go in and like you got to get a first down. And Calvin, who's a great interview, as you know, said, well, Reid, we'd practiced the play. We got 20 seconds. Like, I just went out there, they snapped it to me, and I ran. Like, you didn't think about it. But that's what I appreciate about golf. Like, on 18, somebody on 8, maybe Rory's going to be way ahead. But, like, guys hit a shot, and then they got a 3 or 4 minute walk to think about, holy crap, I'm in the position I've dreamt about my whole life. Like, it's a different kind of mental pressure to handle, I think.
Yeah, and you've got a crowd of people walking with you, right. And you can hear them talking. And you've really got to be mentally tough to excel in that sport. And I think that's the part I think people don't really understand. I mean, the mechanics. I mean, there's probably not a whole lot separating one guy from the next in terms of like how far they hit the ball, how well they putt and all those things. But it's the mental game that you've got to be really good at, especially these big tournaments when there's big galleries and. The one I actually really like to watch is the one in Arizona there, the one at the beginning of the season there where they get all rowdy, waste management. That one's insane. Like things happen in that one. But that's the game of golf has come so far especially in the last 20 years, where it used to be super straight-laced and it was only a rich man's game, and now everybody plays it, and that's one of the things that I think, it's, as reviled as Tiger is these days, he was the one that kind of brought the game to the masses, and then everybody's just sort of able to identify with the sport, and it's just, you can do it until you're just about ready to keel over, and you use a cart, you don't have to walk 18 like those guys do. And then that's the other thing I think people don't realize. That's not easy to walk 18, especially some of these link style courses where there's lots of hills and stuff and you got to navigate water. It's just a great game. I love to watch it. My grandfather instilled it in me from when I was little. I remember watching Jack Nicklaus make that run. I think it was the late 70s or early 80s there with him, and I were just jumping around in our living room like hugging each other when he won it.
That's awesome.
So it's just a great game. I love it.
Jed Roberts joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show, courtesy of the Oil Country Towing Video Hotline. Jed, I want to switch gears here. I want to go to the Elks, who on March 31st hired somebody that would have been a very new coach in the CFL during your tenure with the then Eskimos in Rick Campbell. They've hired him as a coaching analyst, but he came on our show and explained, like, he's pretty much there to do a lot of the pre-scouting and help the coaches dial things in for game planning. What are your thoughts on the hire, and do you have any personal stories from your time with Rick Campbell with the Eskimos?
Oh, I got a lot of Rick Campbell stories, but I'll try to keep it PG rated for you. No, and if you know Rick, you'll laugh because he's about as straight-laced as he gets, and he's pretty chill. He's just like his dad, very relaxed and, kind of laid back. But Rick was in high school when I came into the league, and I remember him kind of coming out to camp and stuff and hanging around, and him and his sister. And then he went to college and then came back, and he was an apprentice coach. And my last couple of years, he was our special teams coach. And I think in my last year in particular, in 2002, I remember him bringing me up to the front of the room in the special teams meeting, and he says, "Hey, Jed, how old are you?" And I said, "Oh, I'm 35. And he goes, and he looked over at one of the rookies and he said, "Hey, Jamel," it was Richardson, James, his name is Richardson. and he had just come up as a 19-year-old. He was really, really young. And he goes, so you're 19 and he's 35. That means you guys probably wouldn't have been hanging out when you were in school, because Jed would have been, I think, a senior in high school and you would have been in kindergarten. So, he has a really good a way of nailing down perspective and keeping things into context. And he's pretty laid back like his dad. He's got a very similar approach to the game. A player's coach, really easy to relate to. He's not a yeller or screamer. He's a teacher. And I think that his philosophy meshes really well with Ed's. I mean, in terms of, and Kris too, for that matter, in terms of the approach to like doing things the EE way, the green and gold, and it's a great hire. I think it's win-win, you know. And then if something happens down the road, you've got him waiting in the wings to kind of help things along. So.
Jed Roberts joining us. Before we get to the Oilers stuff, I want to ask you about because who was in earlier this week? Cheese.
Oh, Brian Cheeseman,
right?
And was it Lisa Swallow
from the Elks?
The head athletic therapist for the Elks,
right? So you know the training staff, I guess we call it. I love these behind. Like I used to work with Brownie. And Rob Brown was always like, when you go to a new team, make a great first impression with the training staff. Well, from a football standpoint, like the relationship with those people, I know you're not millionaires in the CFL, but would you make sure they get gifts or something nice at the end of the year? What was that relationship like?
That relationship was really, and unfortunately, I got to know the training staff really well because, especially toward the end of my career, you know, I ruptured my Achilles in '98, but I was battling like issues with my Achilles for a good year before that happened. So, Ian Hallworth was our trainer back then, and he moved on to work at the Sather Clinic after that. But he and I had such a close relationship. Like, he sent me down to Calgary to work with an Olympic therapist to, you know, try to see if he could get some active release therapy on my Achilles. That's not fun, by the way. But you really get, like, you spend a lot of time with those guys and you talk to them, you get to know them as family, their families, their lives, and, you know, their hopes and their dreams and stuff. And like, to the point where when I ruptured my Achilles on Thanksgiving Day in '98, I came into the locker room, they brought me off the field and they put me on the table, and I looked up and Ian was crying. And I'm like, what are you crying for? I'm the one that got hurt. And he started laughing. And I'm like, he's like, listen, like, I'm really sorry. And I said, it's not your fault. Like, it's my body. I'm the one who betrayed myself, right? So that kind of tells you how invested those guys get. You know, they really, they put everything into it and they take it really seriously. And at that level, like, people use that position in particular as a jumping off point to get to, like, you know, working with the Oilers or working elsewhere and other sports teams. And, you know, you really have to be in love with that in order to be able to do it for that organization, because they don't pay you much, right? And you really put up with a lot of grief. And some of the guys that come up from the South don't really understand that, you know, these people have your livelihoods in your hands, and, you know, the better you treat them, the better they're going to have. The better they'll support you. And that's really, like, Ian got me back playing the next year, and I just followed everything he said to the letter. And, you know, if it wasn't for that relationship and those relationships in particular with all the other assistant trainers, I wouldn't have played as long as I did, because they were the ones that, you know, said, listen, man, you got to do this or you're not going to be able to play anymore. And so, okay.
Yeah, well said. Okay, before we let you go, I know you're a busy guy. I just to make sure you heard the Oilers news today, Ingram practiced. They didn't name a goalie for tomorrow, but Ingram practiced. Dickinson didn't. He won't play tomorrow, and there's no timeline for his return. I find that concerning, Jed, that we didn't get anything more concrete on him. And my view of Dickinson is he really helped round out the roles in the forward core. And now we're facing, you know, not having him and Leon, perhaps, for games going into the postseason.
Yeah, and you know, he had that third line center spot locked up where he was doing the really tough matchups and doing the grimy stuff that nobody else wants to do. And I suspect he'll be back unless he broke something, you know, and nobody's really saying that. So it seems like I'm a glass half full guy all the time, right? So I think that he'll be back. It could be one of those things. When I saw it looked like the puck hit him in a spot where, and I even heard the announcer say it, like, sometimes you get hit on the knee, the nerves go dead for a bit, and I've been hit, but not like that. Those guys are nuts. I don't know why they jump in front of pucks, but, hats off to them for doing it. And I think that's something that some guys probably will be a little bit less inclined to do during the regular season, because they do know that comes with a very big risk of, losing some significant playing time if one of those pucks connects. And Dickinson was one of those guys that just didn't care. He would just do it no matter what time of the year it was. He would do it in a preseason game because that's how he's wired. And, that really helped. And I agree with you. That's infectious. It went down the lineup and had guys kind of doing things that maybe they weren't doing before. And I think in a way his play, the standard that he set, kind of helped keep guys accountable. And you can't really replace that in the lineup. So hopefully one of the other guys will come in, Szymanski or somebody will, pick up their play. Or, it's tough, because it seems like guys are dropping like flies right now. And, it'd be nice if we could get one or two of them back. I heard Leon skated, so that's nice.
Yeah.
But,
yeah,
I mean,
hopefully he doesn't miss much more.
It's good timing if we can get those guys back. And then it's better to have them nicked up now and then come back than have them miss significant time in the playoffs. So.
Jed, we love having you. Thanks a lot for this. Hopefully we can get you back in studio here in the near future, because we always love having you in person. Love your stories. Love your perspective. Hope you have a great weekend, sir.
Hey, you too, guys. Have a great weekend.
Jed Roberts checking in on the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Whenever we talk to Jed, I kind of feel like, we covered it all. Like, he's talking about the golf. He's talking about Elks, talking about trainers, getting along with trainers, getting treated by trainers. He's talking about the Oilers, and he throws in a personal story about his hearing aids. Like,
he's one of a kind.
The guy's amazing.
He's one of a kind. We got to get him in studio.
Yeah, he's one of the warmest, most genuine people I've ever met.
Yeah,
like I feel like if you met Jed Roberts and talked to him for 20 seconds, you'd feel like, I've known this guy my whole life.
Right.
Like he's just a really cool guy.
We should get him in studio for a while.
Yeah,
he's brilliant.
And I know I bring this up from time to time.
We could do movie trivia with him.
We could. Yeah, he'd probably do
bet
well.
he'd be pretty good.
I know I bring this up probably a couple times a year, but Jed is kind of special to me as well, not just because of the professional relationship we have and how we've gotten to know each other by him being on Inside Sports on this show. He went to Grand Trunk High School when the Esks used to. Well, I don't know how I can't remember how much they do now, but usually once a year, somebody from the Eskimos would go out to Grand Trunk in the off season.
They used to do it a lot more
and give a talk. And I remember my dad, who was the principal there, like being super impressed with Jed. Like again, just how he conducted himself, how he related to the kids, how he told stories, how he was honest, how he inspired people. So yeah, he's an awesome guy.
Well, and for those that don't know, I've mentioned this as well. Jed was my coach at the U of A.
Right.
I mean, he was on our staff for I think 3 of the 4 years I played at U of A.
And he strikes me like he's one of those coaches is like
he was a good guy.
You wouldn't want to let him down.
Nope.
But
you could go to him for anything.
Right.
And he'd help you one way or another. But yeah, a little bit of tough love too. He'd give it to you. He'd let you hear it,
right?
But he'd give you all the love in the world as well.
We got to go to the 5 o'clock break. Benny's going to have your Masters update in the next segment. We're going to give away 2 more tickets to Bids for Kids, the kids sport event that EST is a part of on Tuesday at the Bell in Scona. We got buying or selling coming up. Nickson is going to join us at about 20 after 5
we
as
need
well.
Thumbs.
And we need more thumbs. If you have not given us a thumbs up on YouTube, please do so. Or if you're on TuneIn or iHeart and you can jump in, we still need 22 thumbs. Usually we're already at 100. Kind of weird today. That's okay, though. Get in there and give us a click. Here's the break.
2 guys and a goalie.
Is he a 20-plus goal scorer moving forward? That would be some money that you could spend on a different type of player. But if you're just hoping to find somebody who's going to score 20 goals, Grosselvic did that for you this year. He's an interesting study this offseason, that's for sure.
I mean, I think you could probably throw an offer sheet over St. Louis's way this
for
year.
Dylan Holloway.
Would you sign Dylan Holloway for the same 25?
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
It's a rezzed up reimagining, a cultural celebration, and a smash hit. River Cree Resort and Casino brings you Bear Grease the Musical. Don't miss this hilarious spin on the 70s classic, replacing T-Birds and Pink Ladies with a cast of characters that spotlight Indigenous language, music, and moves with a Broadway flair. Iconic numbers get a bold new spirit in the audience favorite, Bear Grease. April 26th in the venue at River Cree. Must be 18 plus. Get info and tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
The Blue Jays are back for their 50th season. Whether you're swinging for the fences or tackling backyard spring projects, get the space you need with Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free today. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
Oilers head coach Kris Knoblauch has said Jason Dickinson will not play tomorrow when Edmonton is in LA to battle the Kings. Knoblauch didn't give a timeline for Dickinson to return and didn't name a starting goalie. No games in the NHL tonight with 14 games on tap tomorrow. Masters second round edition is in action as we speak. Rory McIlroy sits at 12 under in first place, followed by Patrick Reed and Sam Burns, both tied at 6 under. Blue Jays open up a 3-game series at home to the Minnesota Twins. Patrick Corbin heads to the mound for Toronto. First pitch, 5:07. One game already final as the Pirates shut out the Cubs 2-0. 15 games in the association as all NBA teams are in action. The Toronto Raptors are in New York to tip off against the Knicks. Toronto sits 5th in the NBA East. Final hour of the Reid Wilkins Show coming right up. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
All right, let's give another hole each here. We're down to 3 left each for our off-topic topic for William Huff. Name and or describe a hole at the Edmonton Sports Talk golf course. This one is inspired by me. This is the Hysteria hole. Def Leppard blaring the entire time.
Ooh, I like it.
Big speakers mounted down the length of the fairway, just blaring the Hysteria album on repeat.
Like the Waste Management.
Yeah.
You know, a party atmosphere.
Yeah.
What
if Love Bites is playing when you're on the hole, though?
Could happen.
Yeah.
Could be a little bit interesting. My hole is also inspired by you.
Uh-oh.
It's called the Bookbinder. So this is a meandering par 5. But it's each shot is choose your own adventure. The Bookbinder gives you a book, and whatever club you open the book to, that's the club you have to use.
Oh, wow.
For that shot.
Oh, that's quite diabolical, Mr. Milne. As you know, many golfers are quite particular about their distances and their clubs. That would not be preferable for many. To not have a choice. You naughty boy, Jason Milne.
I knew I'd get it. I knew I'd get it out of you.
I must say, my own golf game, quite poor. I rarely have time to hit the links, as they say, as I am often up late working by candlelight, binding books for the enjoyment of others. Watching Edmonton Sports Talk on YouTube on my laptop. The one modern luxury I allow myself.
Yeah, cooked by fire, but has a laptop.
The laptop.
Rice.
Oh, yes, I have a I have a wood-burning stove to boil my soup. All I have time to eat. So many books to bind, Jason Milne.
Your poor fingers.
By the way, I still would be interested in advertising on the Reid Wilkins Show, my young friend.
Save it.
Where's the river line on this hole?
Oh, there could be a river line hole. Yeah,
by the water.
The water. Yeah. So you want to hit? I can't. Sorry, Ben. I can't find him right now. What are we doing? We're giving away 2 tickets.
Yeah, let's do that.
This is the Reid Wilkins Show with Jason Milne, everybody. Like, I really wonder what people say about the show. I probably just think it's weird.
We should open up a forum. Give us a paragraph.
Describe
what
the show in one
means
word.
to you.
Or write a description of the show for the website.
Yes.
All right. So bids for kids sport is Tuesday at the Bell in Scona. We're going to be doing our show there from 3 to 6. You can start. You start showing up for the event around 5.
Yeah.
The event's going to start around 6:30. Mark Connolly's going to be there. Gene Principe, me, Dustin, other Edmonton Sports Talk personalities. So we want to give away 2 tickets to this. We love doing trivia. I did a 1986 question for the tickets earlier today, so here's another one. What country hosted the 1986 World Cup of Soccer?
The
86 World Cup of Soccer. You got to text in your answers, 780-218-9999. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. We'll get 10 right answers, and then we'll roll for the tickets. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
All right. Oilers on the ice today. What is it, El Segundo? They were practicing in the Kings practice facility. Game tomorrow is at 2 o'clock. Matinee on the road against the LA Kings. 2 o'clock game. 1 o'clock here on Edmonton Sports Talk. The GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show hosted by Tom. Belzy's with him, and Tom and Belzy have Hello Hockey from 10 to noon. And Benny's working tomorrow, too. And Benny, thanks for stepping in for Coop today as well. We appreciate it.
No worries.
Guy Flaming says, Reid and Jay, you guys do a wonderful job every day. I hope that you have a terrific weekend. Thanks, Guy.
We like Guy as well. I got
Guy.
to see Guy finally. Well, not finally. I just got to see him a lot at the Oil Kings game on Monday, which didn't go as planned.
Yeah.
Second round in the Western Hockey League playoffs starting tonight. I think all 4 series are starting tonight.
Okay.
So we will keep an eye on those still. Buying or selling is presented by Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate.
Well, this is a take on buying or selling that has to do with the Masters. And Benny, feel free to participate. It's a buy or sell the Masters edition, we can call it, or would you rather? Okay. First one. Would you rather win the Masters once or finish top 5 for 10 straight years?
Oh, win it.
Yeah.
Yeah, win it.
Win it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You got to have the championship. Yeah.
But it doesn't say you'll never win it. It just says you'll finish
in
top 5 for 10 straight years, which means you're a pretty damn good golfer.
You could win it out. I'd still take the for sure win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going with that, Benny?
Yep.
Would you rather have a hole-in-one at Augusta or shoot a bogey-free round there?
Bogey-free round.
Really?
Yep.
Hole-in-one, the clip would go insane.
Yeah, I think the hole-in-one would be...
Did you say the clip would go insane?
Mm-hmm.
Benny, little tip here. I don't think they're encouraging you to use your cell phone at Augusta National. How many social media clips have you seen of people playing Augusta National?
He means the clip from CBS,
yes,
you know?
Yes, the TV coverage.
Oh, and then if you actually are playing the Masters.
Yes.
Not just that we get to play around there.
Yeah, no.
I'd take a bogey-free round.
Would you?
Yeah. Well, because you probably got a better chance of winning then. Then again, bogey-free round could be even par. That's a good one, but I'll take bogey-free round.
Would you rather caddy at Augusta for the winner or play and miss the cut?
Oh, I'd sooner play.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I'd want to play like you're talking to 52-year-old Reid Wilkins.
You're not thinking
I want to play
with
Augusta. I want to play Augusta.
I know, but if you were the caddy,
okay, you get
for
10%
the guy that won, you can afford to play there. No problem.
Well, no, you couldn't afford to play there because you need a membership.
You'd find a way. The caddy,
no, you wouldn't. You have to get invited to play. What, Belichick going to take me? Not after what I said about him.
Yeah, he doesn't like you. Benny, the question was, would you rather caddy at Augusta for the winner or play the tournament and miss the cut?
Yeah, I'll take my earnings.
These are good, Jay.
I'll take my earnings. I'll caddy.
You'd be exhausted, Ben.
No, stop it. Oh,
your
stop.
Your frail body couldn't handle 4 days of
Ben's
that.
like, so I just drive the cart
Actually,
for the
2
guys?
days. 2 days of that because you'd missed the cut.
No,
you're
caddy winner
for the winner.
That's 4 days. 4 days,
Okay.
a lot of steps. Hey, Jay knows I get a lot of steps in.
You do.
This would be.
That's good. Take health is wealth. Would you rather win once at Augusta or win all 3 majors but never the Masters?
All 3 other majors.
Really?
Yeah, well, that's more majors right there. I'd sooner be the 3-time major champion than a 1-time major champion.
All right.
Like, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, I agree with him.
Ronnie Oceanfront says, this isn't Fox Run, Jay.
Yeah.
They don't just let anybody play there.
Yeah, just roll up just before sun for a twilight round.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you got any discounts? Jay pulls up at Augusta National, 6 p.m.
You got a twilight rate?
You got like a back 9 twilight rate?
Is it just play and go?
Like, what if I only get 13 holes in before sunset? Do I get some money back?
All right, couple more for you here. Would you rather defeat your biggest rival in a playoff or set the scoring record with no drama? Like what Rory's doing right now.
Scoring record.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you there.
There's something about.
But look what happened last year with Rory and Rose and.
But you know, like I'm saying, you know, not even just thinking of Master stuff. I'm thinking of Happy Gilmore, and Happy beating Shooter McGavin, and how much I'd love to do that.
Okay,
that was awesome.
Off of the scaffolding that had fallen onto the green, yes. And off of the
car that
the punch buggy.
Yes, the punch buggy that
the
Shooter,
crazed,
that Shooter paid the guy to go crash.
Hey, Shooter, you want to go to the Sizzler? Okay, let's get into the Masters food here. On the breakfast menu, served until 10 a.m., I'll have you know. Which of these would you prefer most? The Masters Blend Fresh Brewed Coffee, $2, by the way.
Okay.
The Chicken Biscuit, $3. The Breakfast Sandwich, $3. Blueberry Muffin for $2.50, or the Fresh Mixed Fruit for $2.50.
I'd get the coffee and the breakfast sandwich.
I didn't say 2, Reid.
Yeah, choose one.
You got to choose one.
Well, I'd like to try the Masters blend of coffee, but I need to eat, though.
I guess you got a choice to make, bro.
Well, then I'll try the breakfast sandwich.
I would go for the Chicken Biscuit. I've never had one. You know, it's got, what is it? Chicken in a bun?
Oh, I'm not sure.
A chicken bake. You know
Chicken bake?
You know what I mean? No.
On to the sandwiches. You have to choose one of these. Egg salad, pimento cheese, pork barbecue, savory tomato pie, the Masters Club sandwich, chicken salad on honey wheat.
How many are there?
What?
Ham and cheese on rye.
There we go.
Or the classic chicken.
I tried the pimento and cheese just because we've been joking about it all week.
Yeah, and it's only $1.50.
Yeah,
did you know that about the Masters Bend? That all the prices there are dirt cheap?
Yeah.
It's stuck in 1960,
They say no to
Benny.
inflation.
It's stuck in 1960, Benny, in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe that's not fair.
except the beer prices.
Well,
beers are $6. I mean, what?
I wouldn't even think they would serve beer there. All right, we're in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Turn up the heat this April at the Canadian Brewhouse with the wing flavor of the month, spicy sriracha maple bacon, sweet and spicy sriracha maple bacon saucy wings for the perfect balance of heat, sweetness, and savory flavor. Get them for only a limited time. We better break now, Jay. We still do have words of the day coming up. Fired up. We'll do movie trivia by request. We need 15 thumbs on YouTube to get to 100, so let's get there by 6 o'clock. Nickson, LA Kings legendary broadcaster, when we get back.
Oilers head coach Kris Knoblauch has said Jason Dickinson will not play tomorrow when Edmonton is in LA to battle the Kings. Knoblauch didn't give a timeline for Dickinson to return and didn't name a starting goalie. No games in the NHL tonight with 14 games on tap tomorrow. The Masters second round action is continuing as we speak. Rory McIlroy sits at first at shooting 12 under. Patrick Reed and Sam Burns follow him up, sitting at 6 under. Blue Jays open up a 3-game series at home to the Minnesota Twins. Patrick Corbin heads to the mound for Toronto. That game is underway as we speak. tied 0-0 at the top of the first inning. One game already final as Pirates shut out the Cubs 2-0. 15 games in the association as all NBA teams are in action. The Toronto Raptors are in New York to tip off against the Knicks. Toronto currently sits 5th in the NBA East. More of the Reid Wilkins Show coming up after the break. I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
Goodwill is
one shopper. Finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket. A deal. One donor. Letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant.
Learning.
Trying.
Building skills.
Building confidence.
Building a future.
One purchase. One donation.
One job. One choice.
Goodwill is
the power of one. The power of one. The power of one.
The power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
The oil stream
could very well take a run at 50 over these last 3 games. I'd have to think he probably does. Tommy, is this offensive season for McDavid flying a bit under the radar because of the team not meeting maybe some previous year's expectations? That I don't know if you've really sort of realized that Connor McDavid's having his second best season of his entire career.
The oil stream presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Loves the thrill of competition, but prefer to keep it classy?
Well, it's as classy as you can get when Dustin Nielsen is the host.
Join us April 14th at Bell and Scona for Edmonton Sports Talk Bid for Kids, presented by GS Construction.
A night filled with special guests, auctions, and a ton of prizes in support of Kids Bar.
No whistles, no play clock,
just a room full of generous hearts.
ESP's Bid for Kids. Get your tickets at kidsportbidsforkids.com.
Use promo code ESTBIDS for 10% off.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. I got to tell you something. I am fired up for this next guest, and of course, Fired Up presented by Gemco Fireplaces, proudly serving Edmonton and area for 45 years, the authorized dealer for Napoleon Fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon Fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need are available at Gemco, 9281 50th Street. Now, I don't know if this guy needs a fireplace because he's in Los Angeles. But it's Nick Nickson on the line. So just quickly to tell people, Nick, you were the longtime play-by-play voice of the LA Kings. You stepped away after last season, and I'm thinking to myself going into this game, I can't go a season without talking to Nick, even if he's not in the broadcast booth. So I texted you, and you were kind enough to come on. How are you doing, buddy?
Very good, and thanks for continuing to think about me. Yeah, I'm doing well. I retired after last season, as you mentioned, and I've pretty much, to this point, been true to my word. I'm doing everything I said I wanted to do in retirement. That's play golf and travel and watch my grandkids play their games. So it's been good. I still follow the NHL closely. I watch games every night. I've been to most of the Kings games. I watch most of their games on TV. And, a week left in the regular season and still a lot is up for grab, certainly in the Pacific and the West playoff race. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm happy. No regrets. I'm happy with where I'm at.
I got to ask you before we get to the hockey stuff. You mentioned the grandkids going to their games. Is this hockey, a variety of sports, or what are they into?
Well, I have a grandson who's 16. He's a baseball nut. He's playing high school baseball right now, and that's really his passion. Of course, here in Southern California, the kids can play almost year-round, and he almost does play year-round in different leagues besides high school when school's in session. And my granddaughter, who just turned 13 yesterday, is running track, and she loves it. She runs the 500 meter, the 1500 meters. So yeah, it's all good. And but really, neither one of them I have ever had the inkling to try skating or hockey. Although my oldest son still plays in the adult leagues here in Southern California. He loves it. He's been playing since he was 8-9 years old.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, you mentioned the Kings season. Now, our quick view from afar, and I know they're in the same division, but we don't see the Kings all the time. So I'm looking at the Kings from afar. Kind of weren't doing that great. Fire their coach. Get Panarin. It's like, okay, they're going for it. And then they come out of the Olympics, and it's like, no, we're going to trade Fogle, we're going to trade Perry. And I'm like, okay, I guess maybe now they're not going for it. And now they're almost in. It's been quite I don't know if turbulence is the right word, but interesting season there.
Yeah, it has been interesting. And I think a lot of us that have followed the Kings throughout the season, and of course, leading up to the Olympic break when teams were deciding, are we buyers, are we sellers? But Ken Holland, his first year as GM, of course, people in Edmonton know all about Ken and his history in the sport. I think he took this year to evaluate what he was seeing with this hockey club, and he started to address it with the Panarin deal. It was a deal where he gave up a former first-round pick, Liam Greentree, and a couple of other picks. But not only did he get Panarin, but he signed him to a 2-year extension, which was key for me in the deal because Artemi is 34 years of age. And he's played exclusively with Kopitar and Kempe on the number one line, and they've been outstanding. I don't think the Kings have had a player like Panarin, and I'm going to go back to maybe Ziggy Palffy, which was 99 through 2004. The Kings have had great players, but he's dynamic. He always seems to make the right play at the right time. He's elevated the power play to Edmonton Oilers status almost. I won't put it there, but close. And the question moving forward for Artemi and Adrian Kempe is who are they going to play with next year? Because as we all know, Anze Kopitar will be retiring after 20 seasons. So they get Panarin, they lose Fiala, got hurt in the Olympic break, and certainly it would have been interesting to see what this team could do. The offense has been better with Panarin, even though Fiala's gone down with the injury and gone for the rest of the season. But it's going to be interesting moving forward with players like Kempe and Fiala, an emerging Alex Laferriere is at a real solid season. And then Artemi Panarin is like the linchpins to the offensive lineup. But still a lot of questions, but I think I would say right now as an observer, they're trending in the right way.
Nick Nickson joining us on the Oil Country Towing Hotline. You mentioned Kopitar, and here, at some time in the next, few weeks or a couple months, he's going to play his last game as a King. You've seen all the great players with the Kings. Can you sort of just give, I know this is maybe a tough question to answer in a shorter version, but can you just sort of give some context to Kopitar, what he's meant to that franchise?
Well, I'll put it this way, Reid. A few years ago, Lane Elliott, who covered the Kings and the NHL Hall of Fame writer, asked a lot of us who've been with the Kings for a number of years to rate the top 10 Kings of all time. And I rated Anze Kopitar number one, really with no hesitation, given his consistency, his production, his durability, led the NHL in scoring the 2 playoff years the Kings won the Cup. So Selke trophies, on and on and on with Anze. But as a player, two things stand out: his durability, and I just did some numbers before I got on the phone with you. He's in his 20th season. He has averaged 76 games a season in his career. He's only missed, I think, his rookie year, second year, maybe 10 or 12 with an ankle injury. And this past January, right before the Olympic break, he missed about 5 weeks. That's been it. Other than that, he's been remarkably durable. And the other thing is his consistency. I mean, he's led the team in scoring 15 times in his 20 years. And in the history of the NHL, only one player has led a franchise more often in scoring, and that's Gordie Howe when he was in Detroit. So pretty good company, obviously, for Andrei Kopitar. But he's been a treat, and we're going to miss him because he's played the game the right way. You know, he's got the best plus-minus again on the team. He's done so much. Face-offs, he's always the best on the team. Kills penalties, although that's cut back over the years. Power play, all the key situations. The Stanley Cups, as I mentioned. So, yeah, you really, it's hard to not say enough, good things about this guy because he's been that good for this franchise.
Nick, I've gotten to know Doug Plagans over my career as a talk show host, and we were joking that he could have got a place in Edmonton. Probably would have been better for you to get the place, or I should have been renting out my house to you for the last 4 springs. I don't know if there's going to be a fifth straight, but I mean, you've been coming to Edmonton a lot. I mean, they used to play 8 times a season, so that's 4 trips to Edmonton, sometimes in the playoffs. You've seen a lot of Oilers. You've seen a lot of the city of Edmonton over the course of your career. Yeah. Is there something Oiler King related or Edmonton related that's always going to stand out for you?
Yeah, well, my first year with the Kings was 81-82. And my first playoff series was Kings-Oilers, as it turns out. I think they've met, 11 times or something silly like that since Edmonton joined the league. And that just happened to be the year of the Miracle on Manchester game. And back in 81-82, the Oilers had so many good young players, led by Gretzky and Messier and Paul Coffey and then Grant Fuhr and Glenn Anderson. I mean, I think those teams that won the Cups with Gretzky, half the team wound up in the Hall of Fame. But that series will always be special for me because, number one, the Kings were huge underdogs. I think Edmonton had 48 more points. You heard me right. 48 more points than the Kings did in the regular season. It was a best-of-5 series, 3 of 5. Started in Edmonton, and the Oilers, a high-powered offensive machine who scored over 400 goals in the season, and the Kings, a barely 500 team. The Kings win the first game, I think, 10-8, so they outscored the highest-scoring team in their building. Game 2, Edmonton won, and it was a low-scoring game. It goes back to L.A., and the Kings are down 5-0 after 2 periods, and then they rally and win it in overtime. And Edmonton won Game 4 in L.A., the Miracle on Manchester game was 6-5, so 11 goals there. So again, the Kings win the high-scoring game. The next night in L.A., it's Edmonton that wins a low-scoring game, and then it's back to Edmonton for Game 5 and another high-scoring game, and the Kings win that. So one of the things I remember is not only the upset of a very talented, good, young Edmonton team, but the way the Kings did it. I mean, they basically outscored the highest scoring team in the NHL in the playoffs, a team that set, I think, an NHL record for goals that season. So, that kind of started the whole Kings versus Edmonton stretch that I went through in my career. And I've seen them play 11 times in the playoffs over the years. And I think a couple of years ago when we were in Edmonton getting ready for the series to start, I think I was sitting with Jim Matheson, whom of course everybody knows in Edmonton. And I think we were probably the only 2 people that have seen every series between these 2 teams. That will always be special, only because it started a big rivalry, division rivals, and a rivalry that's fostered by the playoff meetings over the years. And the fact that it was my first season as a broadcaster.
Yeah. I was, how old was I? 8, I guess. I still remember some of that in that 10-8 game and like, what is going on? That was wild stuff. And I forgot, too, the Oilers actually won Game 2 in overtime, 3-2. Gretzky got the goal. I don't remember that one, but then the miracle in Manchester, I remember that one. Yeah, so...
Right. No, they were interesting games, and it's interesting. The other thing is, Reid, I'm being truthful here. I'm in the middle of trying to get caught up with all the books I got over the holidays, which is what 4 months ago, and I'm in the middle of Mark Messier's book that he wrote a couple of years ago, and I just finished a chapter where he's talking about the team coming together. They had lost to the Islanders before they won their first cup. But he was talking about that miracle on Manchester game. And, well, the Kings fans, after 2 periods, they're booing the Kings because they're losing 5-0. And Mark admitted that the Oilers on the bench were booing the Kings. But then he alludes to the fact that just goes to show you when you're young, you should never underestimate your opponent because they're there for a reason playing you, right? No matter what the difference in points would be. And of course, it came back to bite the Oilers that night. But, everybody knew it was a matter of time before they went on a run and won a number of cups, which they did. But, interesting to get a perspective from the great Mark Messier.
Yeah. Well, Nick, you're great. I miss seeing you, but I'm glad you still made time to come on the show. You're always great to talk to. Enjoy the game tomorrow, and I'm going to stay in touch, man. Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, thank you. My pleasure anytime. And, mathematically, it can still work out. Kings and Oilers in round one again.
Yeah, it's not. I've been looking at that every day. It's not likely, but it's not impossible. So we got to remember that.
That's right.
Thank you.
That's right. Okay, anytime, Reid.
That is Nick Nickson checking in on the Oil Country Towing Hotline. As he told you, he did Kings games from 81-82 until the end of last season. So he saw a lot. Saw their Stanley Cup championships. What did he say? 11 playoff series against the Oilers, and that first one back in 1982 stands out for a lot of reasons. Kings with the big upset and that 5-0 rally where they won Game 3, 6-5 in overtime. Good to have him on the show, and great perspective on Kopitar. Like I know Gretzky was there in LA for several years, but Kopitar 20 years, like he was saying, rarely missed any games.
That's incredible. What do you say? 76 games,
averaging 76 games per season. Yeah. And
talk about an Iron Man.
Yeah, that's amazing. And what do you say? He's led the team in scoring more often than any other. Or was it less than Howe or more than Howe? But it was right around there. Incredible stuff. Love having Nick on the show, and a big game tomorrow between the Oilers and the Kings. The Oilers trying to clinch a playoff spot, and the Kings trying to get closer to clinching a playoff spot. The Kings have won their last 3, and they are in the second and final wild card spot in the NHL's Western Conference. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta, your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery all in one place. Easy access to real money games. You can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now. Start playing today. Now, is your bet still alive? Is it still active, I should say?
It should be. Let's see here.
Justin Rose to win the Masters.
Yeah, it's still up.
Okay.
Plus 1,000.
We have our kids bids for kids. You've been hearing spots about that as well for kids sport coming up on Tuesday. 2 tickets. Who won these ones?
Casino Dealer J.
Casino Dealer J gets them. What country hosted the 1986 World Cup? It was Mexico. So we got the trivia done there as well. Should we do, what do we still have to do here? Let's do a couple. Well, let's finish our golf holes now.
Sure.
Let's finish the golf holes. We'll come back. Words of the day, fun stuff, movie trivia by request. So the topic for William Huff.
Whole names for the EST golf course. We've gone through, 7 of the 9 of each of ours?
Yeah.
My 8th hole is a par 3. It's called the Bells of Doom. So this is named after Sean Bell. So if you can picture, the big church bell that they, they use the big rope.
Yeah.
They've got those hung on over top of the green. So when you hit your ball to the green, dong, 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 and we'll see where it drops. But the whole green is guarded by church bells, obviously after Sean Bell.
So the Bells of Doom is my par 3. The final par 3 on my back 9. That's second 9.
That's really good. I didn't. Well, a couple times I specified a par 3 or a par 4. I have a hole called Hernan's Burden.
Oh.
So you play the hole, but Evan Dom is the marshal for the hole, and he's a real stickler. He's a real stickler for the rules.
Oh, I like
he's
that.
watching you tee up, like, oh, I think you're 2 centimeters ahead of the line on the tee box. Like, you don't make sure you like. He's making sure everything is done right, and maybe even giving you permission to swing. Like,
Right.
can I swing now, Mr. Dom? Hold on. I'm not sure if the green is clear. Okay, now go ahead. Okay.
I like that.
Oh, are you addressing your ball by the rules? Like, yeah, Hernan's Burden.
A real
the Evan
stickler.
Dom Marshall hole.
The Evan Dom experience.
Yeah.
My final hole is called GQ Tommy. So this is a very narrow par 5. The rough, or what do they call it at the Masters?
The second cut. I think on our course it'll be the rough.
The rough is actually Tommy's real hair with Swedish hair cream.
Let's say Swedish hair cream in it,
and it's really slicked. So I mean, you go on that rough, that is thick, especially with the Swedish hair cream. Now the green is covered in some sort of a lotion. It's very hard to read. It's very slow, this green. So this is the GQ Tommy. It's a hard hole to end your round. I mean, you got to stay out of the Swedish hair cream for one. You got to keep it narrow. But once you're on the green, the lotion that is put on there really grabs your ball and slows it down.
Oh my goodness. So I have a long par 5, like maybe a 600 yarder, and it's uphill, like maybe not steady uphill, but it's there's some little climbs in it. It's called the Milne Mile.
Oh,
so it's not a mile, but it's like it's a long hole, especially for the casual golfer, and of course you got to walk it. So you get tired walking it. So luckily, though, it's lined with furniture from Yvonne's Furniture.
Oh,
So
recliners.
you can have a little recline on the
I
way.
like that.
Or maybe you're waiting for the other group to get off. Oh, I'm just going to sit down for a minute and rest my...
That's a good one.
Yeah, my dogs are barking now. the Milne Mile, a long par 5, uphill, but you can rest on the furniture lining the hole. Maybe there's a love seat, maybe even a bed or a cot.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Make it comfortable.
Yeah.
You got a long hole. I mean, make it comfortable.
So those were our hole names and descriptions for the Edmonton Sports Talk golf course, the always entertaining off-topic topic presented by William Huff. You can get in touch by texting 780-218-9999, presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't forget to check out the River Cree mobile app. It's free to download. You can get exclusive offers and promotions. You can get show tickets, make reservations for hotel rooms and restaurants. It's safe, secure, and easy to use. rivercreeresort.com. 780-218-9999. You can email Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. You can post in the nasty chat on YouTube. If you are on YouTube this afternoon, subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk if you haven't done so already. And if you've not yet given this show a thumbs up, please do so. Man, oh man, we need 7 thumbs to get to 100. I don't know if it's going to happen today, Jay.
Should we do a couple limericks before we get out here?
Please do.
Okay, this one comes in from Les Sweet. There once was a pocket-friendly guy named Chet, whose foul-mouthed brother-in-law was Dick Veneret. Why are they this way? Because one had to pay and get married after losing a bet.
Oh, there we go. That's pretty good.
And this one comes in from, it's Friday, Reid. So it's visually ravishing Montenegro.
Oh, wow.
It appears these masters are Rorys. Other golfers are issued sorries. Relentless attack. He's leading the pack, blasting Lisa Loeb and 9 stories.
What is 9 stories?
Must be a band.
Is that a band? I remember Lisa Loeb.
What was Lisa Loeb? What was that song she sang?
One of Us? Was it What If God Was One of Us? Was that her, or was that somebody else?
Maybe. Let's see. What was Lisa
I don't know why
Loeb's?
I remember that. I remember random things, as you very well know.
Oh, I know that. I Missed You. Stay.
Who was
Lisa Loeb in 9 stories?
Wasn't
that
there
was
a
her
song
band.
where the chorus was "What if God was one of us" or something like that? Who did that one?
Her big hit was "Stay."
Okay.
I don't. Well, what? Who sang "What If God"?
I don't know if that's the title of the song though.
Joan Osborne.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Oh yeah, good old Joan.
Yeah, Lisa Loeb, Fools Like Me was off of Reality Bites.
Oh, okay. Ben Stiller and Winona Ryder, I believe.
And Stay. Stay was her big one.
Oh, we did it. Thank goodness. 100 thumbs. Thanks, Paul. Paul Stanley's waiting all afternoon. He's like, am I going to get to do the whale?
Can I get to go?
Here were people trying to hit the thumbs up today. All right. Oh, can we put the Jays on for the last bit of the show? I know the Raptors on. I'd sooner watch the Jays today.
We put the NASA landing on.
Oh, yeah, we have that too. Okay, well, Benny's going to tell us the Jays story. And we're back with movie trivia and words of the day.
Coach Kris Knoblauch has said Jason Dickinson will not play tomorrow when Edmonton is in LA to battle the Kings. Knoblauch didn't give a timeline for Dickinson to return and didn't name a starting goalie. No games in the NHL tonight with 14 games on tap tomorrow. The Masters second round action is underway, and it looks like Rory McIlroy sits in first place, followed by Patrick Reed and Sam Burns sitting at 6 under. Blue Jays open a 3-game series at home to the Minnesota Twins. Patrick Corbin on the mound for Toronto. That game is underway as we speak. End of the second inning, 3-0 Minnesota Twins. And 15 games in the association as all NBA teams are in action. The Toronto Raptors are in New York to tip off against the Knicks. Toronto currently sits 5th in the NBA East. Final segment of the Reid Wilkins Show coming right up. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
EST Afternoons.
From Los Angeles and the fourth period, Dennis Bernstein joins us.
Like, if you have a rotation now, you don't have a plan. If I was him, I would play Forsberg against Seattle, the better team. Give Darcy for his confidence, Vancouver team they should beat. If the game in Calgary is meaningful, you go back to Forsberg. But the way it's going right now, if they do make it as a second wild card, I would think Anton Forsberg is your starter in net for game
EST
one.
Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
It's a rezzed up reimagining, a cultural celebration, and a smash hit. River Cree Resort and Casino brings you Bear Grease the Musical. Don't miss this hilarious spin on the 70s classic. Indigenous language, music, and moves with a Broadway flair. Iconic numbers get a bold new spirit in the audience favorite, Bear Grease. April 26th in the venue at River Cree. Must be 18 plus. Get info and tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
Okay, going into the weekend. Oh, I sound like Bob McKenzie. Okay, going to the weekend, eh?
Hey, man, what you gonna do this weekend there, bud? Well, you know, I might just make some popcorn tonight, and you know, on this hour. Hey, bud.
This hour. He's been taping all of this hour. How 22 minutes.
Reid, it's a PVR now, right, bud?
Oh my goodness. Okay, Oilers tomorrow, 2:00 game. We have so tomorrow, Hello Hockey. First of all, from 10 a.m. to noon with Tom Gazzola and Sean Bell, and then those two guys also on for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show starting at 1, leading into the 2:00 game. Benny's going to be working. He's done a great job filling in for the Coob this afternoon as well. Actually, somebody put in the nasty chat that the show needs movie trivia or something like that. Well, I love movie trivia.
Well, let's deliver.
Let's see how I can do today.
First question. In what 80s movie does Sean Penn play a stoned surfer dude named Jeff Spicoli?
Fast Times at Ridgemount High.
Which actor plays the lead role of Ladybug, a hitman on a mission in Bullet Train?
Oh, who was it? Was it Brad Pitt?
Does Adrian Brody's character survive the Holocaust in The Pianist?
Oh, I'm going to say yes.
What 1981 film follows a news anchor who visits a resort inhabited by werewolves?
Oh,
What 1981 film follows a news anchor who visits a resort inhabited by werewolves?
I don't think it's right, but I'll say The Howling. It is The Howling.
In Pixar's The Incredibles, what does Edna Mode refuse to add to superhero costumes?
Oh, a belt?
Oh, no.
What is it, Benny?
No, I have no clue.
Capes.
Oh, okay.
What's the score right now?
He's got 4 out of 5.
4 correct.
Exobiologist Dr. Grace Augustine dies at the foot of the Tree of Souls in what movie?
Exobiologist who?
Dr. Grace Augustine
dies at the foot of the Tree of Souls?
In what movie?
Well, that sounds intense. I will say, I don't even know what that would be. I'll say Alien Covenant. That's wrong.
Avatar.
Oh, okay.
In the 50s classic 12 Angry Men, what are the 12 men doing?
They are jurors.
Who played the man who knew too much in the 50s film The Man Who Knew Too Much?
Cagney? Crap. Cooper.
Jimmy Stewart.
So should have known that. 5 out of 8?
5 out of 8. Not bad.
Not bad. I should have known the Jimmy Stewart one. The other two. Avatar, I saw it once. It's fine. I don't need to know a lot about it. All right. Words of the day for the Edmonton Public Library. EPL won't tell you what to read, just where to find it, thanks to their intellectual freedom campaign. Your right to read, watch, and listen and explore ideas without barriers. Learn more at intellectualfreedom.ca or go to EPL.ca. The ship's going to land and stuff.
The word of the day
Splash
with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pretty
Did
cool,
I break
eh?
your concentration?
What do they got to say?
It's on YouTube.
The
YouTube.
Again, I dare.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak?
Now, I believe I have not had a score below 3 out of 4 on words of the day this week.
That's right.
I don't know if I've had a 4 to 4. No, I did have a 4 to 4 on Monday.
Well, I've
been doing well.
It is Friday, which means the Abutsky edition number 11.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Our good word contributor, Abutsky. First word of the day, simpering.
Simpering?
Simpering.
Okay. Simpering. Simpering. Oh, what does this mean? Is this... I'm going to take a stab at it. Is this sort of like begging, almost pathetically begging?
Would you like it in a sentence?
Yeah.
Jason gave his boss a simpering grin, which did not help his situation.
Oh, okay, so I totally didn't know the definition. I still don't know what it means. Like sarcastic or insincere? You know, Ben? Uh-oh. Pressure's on now, baby.
Simpering. Smiling in an affected, coy, or silly self-conscious manner.
Okay.
Often to appear ingratiating or shy.
Okay. All right.
Second word of the day. Pronunciation alert.
Yeah.
This is pronounced Zebek.
Zebek?
Zebek. Good luck.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just take a stab at it. Xebec. I got it?
Yeah.
Well, you gave me a
I gave you a clue with pronunciation alert.
Zebek. I don't know what this means. So I won't be able to get 3 today, but maybe I can get 2.5. Give me a sentence.
Historically, the Spanish Navy employed Zebeks to counter foreign pirate ships.
Is it like a form of like a cannon? No. Okay.
Zebek, a small, fast, usually 3-masted Mediterranean sailing vessel.
Oh wow. Okay. I don't know if I ever would have got that one.
Probably never.
That's a good. Well, 2 out of 4. I'll take the spellings.
So what's going on with this thing? It's coming down to enter the Earth's
capsule's
atmosphere?
coming down, baby.
Coming down.
Re-entry.
Baby. Do it now.
Re-entry.
Do it live.
Okay, remember, 10 a.m. tomorrow, Hello Hockey. 1 p.m. tomorrow, GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. The Oilers with a chance to clinch against the Kings, that 2 p.m. game. On behalf of Zach Kubish, Ben Thompson, Jason Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins. Have a great weekend.